Welcome everybody to episode 34. Welcome back to the Planet Film Network. I'm your host, Sean Monk.
And I'm TJ Cornwell.
And we are going to go ahead and get cracking right away with this one. So we have a lot of small topics to discuss, and then we're going to be talking about one big topic.
Hold on. I said I was going to do it today.
Oh, here we go.
I'm going to give you my quick. I was told there's echo, it says on the thing. I don't know what that means.
Hello.
Should be okay.
Hello.
You're echoing. Thank you.
Take a look here.
I don't know. Why would we be echoing? I can't. Oh. Is your Elgato muted?
Yeah, it should be.
No,
it wasn't.
It wasn't.
No,
Okay.
it wasn't.
Does that fix it?
It should.
Okay.
Sorry, everybody. We had a third mic. We had a third hot mic in the room that we did not anticipate having. Yeah. Let me. Is that okay now? Good? I got one good. Do I have a second good?
Good.
You're good now. Okay, yeah, that's what it was. I think when I open and close Wavelink, it reset it.
Gotcha.
All right, so yeah. You wanna go ahead and,
so
crack
I
off
actually,
with that?
I checked out the second episode of Superman and Lois. Kind of annoying that it's going away for till May, I think it was, right? But honestly, I was pretty surprised. I think we've talked about before. It's definitely got like a HBO Max level like type budget.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm intrigued after the second episode.
Mm-hmm.
Are they just not, because I saw that there's like a third episode listed, but it's not like out yet. Are they doing, do you know if they're doing like a third episode and then doing hiatus, or are they just going hiatus from the second?
What's today's date?
Today is the 9th.
Yeah, no, I think aren't they going on hiatus on the 20th?
Oh, 20th.
So I think I think they might be doing 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Yeah.
And then going on hiatus.
I don't understand what the point of that is.
Well, it was because of COVID.
Oh.
So the other episodes aren't done yet.
Oh.
Yeah.
I thought it was just because Supergirl.
No.
I was like, well, that's stupid. I was like, why don't you just, I was like,
but
this show's actually good.
But I will say, welcome to the CW, they do that crap all the time, where they would be like, when they would, because the CW is so packed with shows every week, they have shows at 7, 8, 9, and 10 on every single night of the week. Damn. And at one point, 7 of them were the DC shows.
Oh wow!
Like at one time,
right?
So there was literally an episode every single night of the week because it was Arrow, Flash, Legends of Tomorrow, Black Lightning, Supergirl, Batwoman, and I think something else too that I might be forgetting.
Damn.
So they'll do that a lot, even without COVID.
Yeah.
They might be like, oh, all right, well, we're going on hiatus until July or something like that.
It's funny because I was at my parents' house on Sunday and I said something about like that show, and we were talking about like what we somehow got on the topic of like their shows, like CW shows in general, and I was like, oh yeah, like my mom brought up like Archie comics, and I was like, oh, there's like a Riverdale show. She was like, what? And me and my sister were like, it's not good. We're like, my sister was like, after the first season, like
Joyce would not be a fan.
No, it's not. It's
Too
like
much?
it's really just their names. And that's
pretty
like
much.
I was like, as soon as I heard that the drug that they call is Jingle Jangle, I was like, I'm out. I can't watch this. I think I've seen like a few episodes here and there, and then Danielle sends me a TikTok of like there was this one guy who he was like making fun of it, and somebody comments and he goes, and the comment was like, art, not everybody sees art, like, and the person was like, this is what you call art, and he played like this clip. And he was like, if you think this is art, you are on some jingle jangle. Oh my God. But if you haven't checked Superman and Lois
judging by the chat, I don't think your mom would like Riverdale.
Yeah, I saw. If you haven't checked out Superman and Lois though, you should definitely check it out. It's actually very good.
How is it? Because I still haven't watched it. I think I'm gonna knock them both out tomorrow because I'm off for a few days. I I think I'm gonna have to get caught up on that and then Flash, because those are the only two that I want to watch.
Right.
Until Legends of Tomorrow comes back on, but when like for the show, do you feel like it's just the production budget and the aspect ratio and the type of cameras and stuff, or do you think it's like, or do you think you can feel more of a higher production quality, like in the writing and the acting too?
Yeah.
Or do you think it's just
there's there's
production?
this one character with like a helmet, and it just doesn't like.
I think I've seen like the main guy he's beating up.
Yeah, that doesn't sound very good.
Yeah,
like that was like, oh, we need to like up that. But like, I think it's the cameras and like the because I'm assuming like the regular shows are like just like shot with like it's TV, not like a movie.
Yeah,
I feel like this is shot like a movie.
Yeah,
in my opinion. And Danielle just said it.
This is like WandaVision, and the Flash is like Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Right. The scene where I guess I think his name's Archie, and Archie's in like a jail, and and they're talking about something, and he's like, "You haven't known the triumphs and defeats, the epic highs and lows of high school football." It's like, what are you talking about? It's like, shut up.
I gotta tell you, I watched Riverdale in high school. I watched it all in one day. I watched the first season in one day, because there was only like 20 episodes or something. It might have been like 24 hours or something, but and I was like, man, this is really good. And then season 2 started, and I was
that's what everybody says. Season 1 was good,
and it was just like, because it was just like, oh, this is like kind of a cool, like interesting thing. There was a good like mystery in the first season, like that was like had like a pretty shocking end and stuff. And then season 2 was like, who's the guy with the gun? Who was it in the diner? And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I don't care. I don't care about it. And then like when Luke Perry died, it was like that was like super emotional. Right. But then it's like, they're doing some weird where there was like a 7-year time jump now. Like I'm just completely, I'm not even gonna go back and even attempt to catch up with it.
No, and I'm pretty sure all like the actors in it like want out. Like they're like, I'm done with this. But yeah, anything from you? Anything new? Any shows? Any movies?
Crap, I don't know.
Oh, I did watch Scent of a Woman on Sunday.
Hooah!
I didn't know that. I thought that was just like the joke that like, oh, Al Pacino just like he does that.
Yeah.
I didn't know it was from like a specific movie.
Oh, really?
I was like, I get why he won for this, but I was like, he could have won for like any other.
Well, it's like the Leo syndrome with that one. It's like The Revenant, really?
Yeah, it was like it was like one of those things where it's like, we haven't given it to him yet. Let's
to make up
him.
For 20 years of work.
Yeah, like we probably should have given it to him for like Godfather Part 2, or Dog Day Afternoon.
No, exactly,
But no, we're gonna
almost
give it to
the exact same number of years too. It's like, should Leo really have won for The Revenant, seeing as though he could have probably started winning in the 90s? Like,
yeah,
sure, 2016, whatever. That's late enough, I guess. Yeah. How'd you like it?
It was fine. Whoa. It was good, but like because as soon as like he started like he's like, as they say, like gnawing. What is it, like gnawing the scenery?
Chewing the scenery.
That's what he's doing the entire movie. Yeah. But yeah, classic yells, classic hoo-ahs, and some inappropriate things he says at some points.
I was in my senior year, Danielle.
Yeah, it was pretty dark. It was kind of dark though. I was like, oh shit.
What's it called? Can you give me a? It's not Al anymore.
I'm not gonna do that. Did you see that one tweet I sent you?
He's the only one that shows up. Yes. If you guys don't know, if you are on Twitter, you should be following Daily Dunkachino. Daily Dunkachino. Honestly, jokes aside, I mean it's obviously all a joke, but some of the editing and stuff that's done on that, they changed the little Dunkachino clip from the movie Jack and Jill. They change it every single day. It's different. No, and they do the one where it was Dunkachino but only Al shows up. They like rotoscoped out everybody, like they like CG'd it like for a meme.
Yeah. That was funny.
But yeah, it was very funny. Yeah, I don't know if I've watched anything cuz I mean I just got off working like 3 days in a row or 4 days in a row. So my brain is kind of mush. There's some news literally when I was putting the stories together this week. I will tell you guys, I'll tell you, there was news that normally I would have been like, "Oh my god," like how I missed Frasier. Like
Right.
There's news that I would be like, oh my god, and I didn't even know what happened.
Oh, you know what happened?
I was like, what the hell?
Yeah.
I was like, oh my god, that's exciting. So yeah, let's go ahead and get into the news. But first off, I do want to see that we have 6 people in the chat. Now we need to talk. So we have been on the edge of 50 subscribers for about
it's a battle.
3 weeks. Apparently it's a battle. I don't think it's normally a battle. We got as close as 48, and then somebody unsubscribed. So if you are watching right now, we are doing a WandaVision giveaway where we are, well, they're kind of organized here, but I can grab this one. I can grab this one for you guys. We are giving away the 50s Vision and the, wow, look at that. Sorry, I just noticed, guys, the camera quality from the first week that we did this. Yeah. Look at how clear, like, look at how close I can get this to the camera now. The production quality is really going up on these guys. So we are giving away a 50s Vision and a 50s Wanda when we hit 50 subscribers.
Right.
We were hoping to get that done by the WandaVision finale, maybe the Falcon Winter Soldier premiere. So make sure you go ahead and subscribe if you haven't already. We do at least 2 weekly live shows every week. This upcoming weekend, we're taking a break from Planet Hero, which is our kind of, what do you want to call it, comic book based, superhero based movie TV show. And we are going to be pivoting back to Planet Council this weekend with we'll confirm later, but we are going to have a special guest on there, friend of the show. I'm not sure, how much of his name or anything he wants to give away yet, so I'll just wait until Saturday. But we will have a good friend of both myself and TJ's joining us. It'll be a digital show this Saturday, and we are basically going to be capping off our review of Season 2 of The Mandalorian, because that was right around that time was when I went back to work and TJ was back at work and stuff, so it was just kind of hard to get all the reviews done, so we never ended up finishing Mando Season 2 reviewing.
Right.
So we're just going to kind of do a big show wrapping up that season. And then the following week, we'll be right back to Planet Hero with Falcon and Winter Soldier every single week.
And then I don't know, because after that is what?
Loki.
It's right after?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, never mind then. I was like, we might have a gap, but I guess not.
No, it's Falcon and Winter Soldier.
Yeah.
Will end.
Yeah.
And then 1 week later, it's Black Widow.
Yeah.
And then 1 week after Black Widow is Loki.
Right. Okay. I was because there's like a what if gap right during the summer. Like that is like we're not gonna talk about that. Like we'll watch it, but we're not gonna do
exactly.
A whole show on
where we're gonna run into some trouble is we won't run into trouble. Never mind. I'm wrong. Loki is June.
Okay.
So there actually will be. I think there will be a Marvel gap.
Oh. Okay.
I don't know, but there will not be a show gap for us,
right?
Because May the 4th starts the Bad Batch, which we do not know how many weeks that will run. If that, into Loki, where we have to do Loki and Bad Batch at the same time, we'll probably just do one of the shows live and then maybe do a review of the other one. We'll kind of work it out, because up to this point, the shows like that haven't really been running at the same time. But yeah, we'll keep you guys updated on all of that. But yeah, with you guys watching right now, say stuff in the chat, get talking in the chat, like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, join the community. It's a real fun time. And we also do regular YouTube videos as well. We do our PFN reviews and PFN reactions. I know we definitely have some reviews coming up. There's some movies coming up. Actually, I'll throw this to you guys in the chat right now. So this is get engaged in the chat, because we want to hear from you. Out of these movies, name as many as you would like. We can't guarantee that we'll get to all of them, but the main releases this week were Boogie, which is a dramatic basketball movie. It's a rated R movie. It's supposed to be pretty good and have some good performances in it.
You're throwing something I'd never even heard of. Boogie.
Oh, yeah. It's selling pretty good at the theater. And,
really?
Yeah, it's selling pretty good for an R-rated show.
Yeah.
It's selling pretty good. Raya and the Last Dragon, which is probably a given, but, let us know if you guys want to see that. Chaos Walking, which is not a given. So if you guys really want to see us review Chaos Walking, if you're going to force us to do that, go for it, but let us know. And we'll probably put a poll up on Twitter as well. And then Coming to America, and then SpongeBob Sponge on the Run. So those are your options. Let us know which out of those you guys would like to see us review in the upcoming week, and we will try to knock out as many of those as we can. I can't guarantee that we'll get to all of them this week, but we might, record all of them this week and then be able to release them for you guys. So yeah, let's go ahead and move on to the first official topic of the day. And topic number 1 is a bit of sad news, I might say. So this is in regards to the, I would say, cult hit turned just mainstream classic sitcom out of Canada, out of Toronto. Kim's Convenience gave us the amazing Simu Liu, who is now going to be Shang-Chi in the MCU, as well as his name is escaping me, but the guy who plays Carson Teva in The Mandalorian, and also people are assuming will be Rangers of the New Republic. So, oh man, I'm blanking on his name right now. But he does have a longer name, so it's a little bit.
Paul Sun Hyung Lee.
Yes, him. So it gave us those two great actors who obviously are moving on to bigger and better things. But as I will pull up here for you guys, this is the official statement from the producers of the show, because this is a little bit of an interesting situation. So CBC, the Canadian Broadcasting Company, they renewed the show for season 6, and they were like, we planned on keep going no matter what. But then the producers released this statement. It says, "To our amazing fans, authenticity of storytelling is at the center of the success of Kim's Convenience. At the end of production on season 5, our 2 co-creators confirmed they were moving on to other projects. Given their departure from the series, we have come to the difficult conclusion that we cannot deliver another season of the same heart and quality that has made the show so special. Kim's Convenience has meant so much to our cast, writers, crew, and audience around the world. Despite the restrictions and complications of shooting during the pandemic, Season 5 is our finest season to date. It's been a privilege and a very great pleasure to work with the Kim's family of gifted writers and performers over the last 5 years. Thank you to our fans for the love and support you have given the show," from the producers. So, yeah, a bit of an interesting situation that the showrunners just decided to leave the show.
Yeah, they were just kind of like, "Oh, we got something better, see ya."
Yeah, it's kind of, and a lot of the, I gotta say too, a lot of the actors came out. And I'll say Simu Liu, for example, he put out, 2 big screenshots of his notes, saying, they were all completely kind of blindsided by this. It's just it's very sad news, obviously. I love the show personally. We were able to see, we didn't get a photo with them or anything, but we were able to see them. They were at the same Comic-Con that we were at in 2019.
And I just quickly have up his tweets, and I'm just going to quote this. It's not word for word. He says that he's heartbroken, and that he says, "I feel we deserved better. I feel that you, our amazing fans, deserved better." So that's that, if you didn't really think they didn't know, they really didn't know. Is there another recent show that was just cut? Oh no, never mind. I'm thinking of something different. That was cut short, but I know what I'm thinking of. But yeah, I like you said, I've never watched the show. But from what I can tell, it seems like it's very popular, and obviously it gave us the person who's about to play Shang-Chi, and then somebody who appeared in Mandalorian.
Carson Teva.
Yeah, and this also they probably were thinking oh, we're gonna be employed and have another season, and now it's just nope. Also, it's well, the rest of the people are screwed.
Yeah, what do you do contract wise?
Yeah,
if people are slated to get paid no matter what, or not, it'd be very interesting.
I'm surprised they didn't work to find another showrunner.
Yeah. I'm sure they probably did.
Yeah,
I'm sure they were just this is just too difficult.
Yeah, they made the show and everything, so it's kind of the heart and soul of the show is gone. But honestly, if I feel if the cry is loud enough, it's you kind of, especially if it gets the views, Yeah,
absolutely.
But yeah, that sucks.
I could see this being picked up, obviously schedule permitting, because the 2 main actors are about to be very, very busy. both in the Marvel universe and the Star Wars universe. But if schedules clear up or anything, I could see this getting picked up by like Netflix.
That's what I was
for like
thinking.
a 6-episode final season. Like
that's what they did with
Wars.
they did with that with Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Yeah,
NBC gave him like 2 extra years or whatever after Fox dumped him.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, very sad news there, but yeah, it's a little unfortunate. But what can you do? At least we are getting the season 5.
Mm-hmm.
That's the main thing. All right, so next up we have also, let me know if you guys are enjoying these beautiful graphics that we have. Next up we have some awesome new character posters for the Falcon and Winter Soldier. Now, I did a tweet. I did a tweet this past week. You liked it. Where I was like, Marvel Studios moved on real quick.
Yeah.
It was the day after. It was Saturday. And they were and everything on Marvel Studios Twitter, YouTube, any official Marvel page.
Right.
Anything WandaVision is completely gone, and every banner, header, profile picture is all Falcon and Winter Soldier.
Hey, you just gotta keep moving on.
It's just so freaking back to back. It's like there is no time to wait.
Yeah.
You gotta hit him with the rebrand immediately. So we got out of that. At least we got these. I would say beautiful character posters. I like the simplicity of them. I like these more. I think I do like these more than the character posters we got from WandaVision. Because I understood I actually looked at the character posters for WandaVision, and it was interesting because in everyone's character posters, we actually got to look at their like finale outfits without actually realizing it. Like if you look at Darcy's character poster, she's wearing like the escape artist thing in one of the TVs. Wanda, the very first character poster they released, one of the TVs is her costume in the finale, but like you don't really think about it. I just like how these remind me of a Marvel film. You know what I mean? Because WandaVision's very out there. This is like the one to me that's like, okay, WandaVision was very experimental, very visual effects heavy. This is like, if they can nail this one, I will truly believe that they can bring the same scope of a movie to the TV screen.
Yeah, like I've said, these are so like I think these are really cool. It doesn't make me any more like jazzed for the show because like I've said, it's probably one of the ones I'm not looking forward to as much just because, like I said, WandaVision had me on such a high that I don't believe that they can equal it with this show. I
bet you your tune changes.
It probably will.
It probably will.
After like the first episode, I'll be like, oh wow, that was really good. But like, I like the whole like therapy type thing that they're kind of going with, and their friends and everything.
Coworkers.
But yeah, I don't know. I'm excited, but I'm not that excited. Like I've said, I had multiple other shows. I'm more excited for like Loki.
Do these character posters make you more excited though, or is it just about the same?
It's the same.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. Like I if you were to show me, I don't remember the WandaVision posters, character posters, but I probably would have been the same. Like I won't be more excited until I actually watch what they made. You know what I mean? Like this doesn't like, I'm like, yeah, I knew all those people were in it.
Now, what do you think about Sharon Carter getting her own character poster? Because I think that points that
she's a bigger.
She might be a bigger character
yes,
than
I would
we
agree
thought.
with that. Yeah.
Because we were like, she's
after
in
though,
it, like,
watching which movie was that?
When she was in
Winter Soldier.
She was in both. She was in Winter Soldier and Civil War.
Kissed Cap. I was like, me and Danielle were like, oh, that's weird.
Oh, the kiss? No, the kiss is Civil War.
Civil War.
Yeah.
Like, oh, that's weird.
Yeah, it's weird. It is definitely weird. Especially the fact that it was like right after Peggy's funeral.
Yeah.
Like that was like their hookup night.
Okay, what did you say to me earlier about this show that you said, do you think he's dead? Cap. Right?
Oh, so yeah, there's a bunch of imagery and stuff in all the trailers and TV spots that we've been getting. Which, as you guys know, I don't watch too many of that stuff because TV spots especially, really they just start because TV spots are for the people who are not paying attention to stuff. So they put a lot more spoilery stuff in there. So I normally don't watch it, but I had to watch. Everybody was talking about that they're bickering about Doctor Strange or whatever. So I watched that one. And did you watch that one?
Wait, who? They're bickering? Who?
Sam and Bucky are like bickering
Oh,
about
no,
Doctor
I
Strange.
didn't know.
And I was
I
like,
think I've only seen the trailer.
I was like, what the hell are they talking about? Why would they be big? And then basically Sam's like talking to Bucky, and he's like, all right, these guys, they're crazy. They're enhanced. They got to be part of the big three. And Bucky's like, the big three. And he's like aliens, androids, and wizards. And Bucky's like, there are no wizards. What the hell are you talking about? And he's like, Doctor Strange. And he said, Doctor Strange is a sorcerer. And Sam goes, just a wizard without a hat. And I was like, that's hilarious.
Yeah.
So speaking of Sam, we're going to stay on the topic of Falcon and Winter Soldier just for a little bit here, because there's been some cool tidbits coming out, just like we got kind of with WandaVision when that was
we're still getting with WandaVision.
That we're still getting with WandaVision.
We honestly...
We'll talk about WandaVision a little bit today.
That, yeah.
It's definitely in here. So Anthony Mackie, this is coming from Kevin Feige in a new kind of just interview or maybe article. I'm not sure if it was taped or just written article, but he said that basically it's happened very rarely, but that Anthony Mackie was one of the only people in the MCU that was given the role, that did not audition, that they sought him out. This is Kevin Feige's quote. He said, "We just offered him the role. He did not audition whatsoever."
Yeah.
That's only happened a very select handful of times.
That's got to
at
be
Marvel.
more now, though, right? Didn't Mahershala Ali just basically be like, "I want to play Blade," and they were like, "Yeah, sure," right? He didn't audition.
Maybe. I don't know.
Same with,
somebody like Mahershala Ali.
Same with.
But I would say it's still enough that it's like it's the exception, not the rule. Like I feel like most people like I'm sure what's his name, Kurt Russell's son. Wyatt Russell in Falcon and Winter Soldier.
Right.
I'm sure he probably auditioned.
Yeah.
Right. You know what I mean? But yeah, what are your thoughts on that? That he was given the part? I'm assuming based on his work in like Hurt Locker and stuff like that.
Right. Yeah. I'm like you said. I think there's some people that it's just kind of like you can have it. Like,
yeah. You're just so good, and you just fit the character.
You fit the character
so perfectly.
Exactly. Like obviously Robert Downey Jr. had to audition, but like,
yeah,
you know. I feel like it's obviously like you've seen him however many years in that role. It's like you can't picture
think of anybody else.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay, so now here we'll discuss this last thing of Falcon and Winter Soldier, then we'll kind of tail that into a little bit of WandaVision talk. Just because the talk is still going, because I mean it literally just ended.
Yeah.
So Falcon and the Winter Soldier fan theories could be even bigger than WandaVision fan theories.
That sounds like a stretch.
What are your thoughts on that?
You
don't think so?
That for 1 second.
You don't think so?
There are people like.
All right, I'm gonna ask you this right now. If Sharon Carter goes, I know a kid in New Jersey who'd be perfect for this. You don't think people are gonna go, Kamala Khan's showing up in the next episode?
Oh,
these
no.
are like WandaVision had like throwaway lines that people lost their mind over for a week.
Again, that whole space engineer thing could still happen. She didn't say in the show. She just said space engineer. Yeah. Like, you know, or she's excited for you to find out who it is. Mm-hmm. She didn't say, in WandaVision. But yeah, no, I don't think that's possible. Because
you don't think it's even possible?
WandaVision was a sense of fantasy and magic, and like this is very more grounded than WandaVision. This is like an action comedy type buddy cop thing.
Yeah.
You know, I just like if there's like a thing Anthony says can't top WandaVision. You can. That's what I've been saying.
I don't know. I think this is what I think. I think you guys are putting way too little stock in Falcon and Winter Soldier.
I'm not putting a little. I'm just saying I just don't.
Or maybe you're putting too much stock.
Also,
in
there's only 6 episodes. How long are they?
Yeah, man.
Like, what if they're half an hour?
They're supposed to be like 45 to 50.
Okay.
Like
well, we've been told different things before, and it's usually
true.
Not
but
true.
WandaVision was like 9 episodes. Like
right.
But
yeah. But no, I just don't think. I just don't think. I mean, it's the same universe, so anything can happen. But you know.
Yeah, Danielle said, I don't even know if I would consider this the same genre as WandaVision. No, I would absolutely not.
No,
that's one of the beautiful things of Marvel is, it's kind of shown that superhero is not a genre.
Yeah,
it's
not cinema.
It's
Sean.
That's what I hear, Marty.
Yeah.
Marty, I'm gonna be Mephisto. I don't know.
Oh my god.
Well, you know that's the thing though is that we joke around. We're like, could you imagine if Al Pacino?
He said he wanted to be in MCU.
Al Pacino Al Pacino, Sylvester Stallone, but Sylvester Stallone's still Academy Award nominated actor, great actor. Sylvester Stallone is in the MCU. Like he is in
not a big part, but he's in the MCU.
But I mean, but I'd assume he's gonna be back.
Yeah, but
for
like
Volume 3.
I think I don't know if I said this to you or I might have said it to Danielle. There's like, if you think like how many people are in the MCU, like you have Kurt Russell, you have Chris Evans, like everybody.
It's easier to name the people who aren't.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And then you have people come like, Olivia Wilde's like not in it, but she's like directing.
Yeah.
You know.
I still think that she could give herself a role in that.
Yeah.
That I think would make sense. Like I wouldn't be surprised if she shows up at something.
Yeah, Danielle said she loves her some Vision. You heard that?
Yeah.
You ever seen this meme?
Oh yeah. I saw one that was like it was like boys, I know your mom has told you to go to bed. He said you better not catch these vibranium. It was so funny.
Oh my god.
But
you just gotta love the internet sometimes.
Hey man, nobody is quicker than the only thing quicker than the internet is the SNL wardrobe department. That's the only thing. It's like, all right, so now let's talk just a little bit about a few cool WandaVision tidbits, because basically now that the show is over, everybody is out of contract and can just talk about anything basically. So we have both Jack Schaefer, who is the showrunner and executive producer and writer, ? Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then also Matt Shankman, who was the director of all 9 episodes, has been really making the rounds, talking about everything.
Yeah.
So we have Jack Schaefer. She said that ultimately, basically, what the commercials boiled down to were manifestations of Wanda's consciousness.
Right.
So she said, almost look at them as things that Wanda is dreaming, but might not even know what it means.
Right.
You know, that kind of thing. So I think a lot of people assumed that. I would still say that explanation to me doesn't really feel like enough, because it's like, why is she dreaming about Nexus pills? The commercial, and the Yo Magic yogurt thing.
Yeah.
I don't.
It's some of those things where it's like, I just don't Obviously, again, this show, WandaVision, is great. I have nothing really bad to say about the show, other than maybe need another episode or something.
Mm-hmm.
But stuff like that, I just don't get how you're writing the show, or nobody says hey, there's definitely the audience is going to connect this to something, because we know maybe 50-50 audience has read the comics and have half of them haven't.
Mm-hmm.
And the 50% is going to be, oh, means this and that and that. And, the writer, and they're just eh.
Yeah. True.
Not saying it had to connect to this huge thing. Because I think I said this on Saturday. These shows to me are just a bridge. They're there's still things that are happening that are important, but it's more of a bridge to the movie, which is the huge thing.
Yeah.
And it's just something
this gives these shows. Not to cut you off.
No, you're
just these shows, going off of what you said, the bridge to the movies, which is the big thing.
Right.
A lot of the setup for imagine Captain America: Civil War.
Mm-hmm.
If the first act of Captain America: Civil War, all that setup, all that stuff with the bombing and the Sokovia Accords. Imagine if all that happened in a Disney Plus show, and then you could have a 2.5-hour movie to expand the big stuff, and you don't have to worry about that because you've already set it all up, like WandaVision with Doctor Strange 2, right?
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to give all that setup to be Wanda. Otherwise you'd have to spend the first 25 minutes of that movie being with Wanda, seeing something blow up or happen with her again. And it's now you can lay that groundwork and still have every second of runtime dedicated to the story that they want to tell in the film, which I think is a great way to look at it as a bridge.
Yeah. Do you have the other quote where it was there was supposed to be
the stuff that was supposed to happen?
Well, no, I saw that there was one. There was the first 3 episodes were supposed to come out the first week, but then with that time, the last episode wouldn't have been ready yet, so that's why they had to release them all weekly instead of the first 3 at the same time.
Oh, I see. So the first 3 were supposed to be, that would make sense, because if you remember, press got the first 3 at once.
Yeah, right.
And then they only released 2 episodes on the first week.
Right. No, they only released 1 on the first week.
No, it was 2 on the first week.
It was?
Yeah, it was the 50s and the 60s episode were back to back. Because it's only been on for 8 weeks.
Right.
But there's 9 episodes.
Oh, yeah.
So I have here other changes, basically.
Okay.
So this is Matt Shankman. Is it Shankman or Shackman?
Shackman.
Matt Shackman, sorry. He was on Kevin Smith's podcast, and Kevin Smith, he got all the juicy information out of him. So basically he said it was originally, this is all pre-COVID, it was supposed to be a 10-episode series where every episode was planned to be between 37 and 45 minutes. He said with COVID, a lot of stuff had to be scrapped, a lot of stuff couldn't be filmed, and a lot of stuff we just plain didn't have the time to do the visual effects, which I think is disappointing, but it's understandable, obviously, COVID and all that. We still got 9 great episodes, even if it was a little bit shorter, which just makes me believe that in the future, just comparing it to Mando, because that's the only example we have, it feels like these Marvel shows are going to be a little longer in runtime.
That makes
me
me
Mando.
Feel better too, because that was the whole thing. Was like people were like only 35 minutes or 30 minutes, and then it's like, well, we wanted to do longer, but we just couldn't.
Yeah,
so that actually
we just literally couldn't film. And then they also said things were filmed that they just could not. They had to cut because they couldn't do the visual effects in time.
Right.
Which included there was supposed to be a huge kind of third leg to the finale. Where you would have the Vision storyline with Vision and Vision, and then Agatha and Wanda, and then you would have a third storyline with Tommy, Billy, Monica, and Ralph trying to go into the basement to try and steal the Darkhold before Agatha could get it. And then that would include Senor Scratchy transforming into a giant demon. So they don't say Mephisto or anything like that, but they just say that he was a demon.
That would have been cool.
But I understand that's a lot of visual effects.
That would have added like another 15 minutes, I feel like, to the episode.
Which I think would have given us like an hour-long finale.
But see, like that's what.
But I don't think it needed it.
That almost explains the whole. Not explains it, but I get it because like I said on Saturday, it's like Monica just kind of comes out of nowhere.
Yeah.
So
and he said specifically, it said like right here, Monica's role in the finale. Or trimmed Monica's role in the finale.
Right.
Like she had a lot more to do, but a lot. I mean, it's understandable with her powers and stuff.
Right.
It's a lot of VFX shots.
Yeah.
So they're like, we just kind of had to trim it, and it's like, and it's kind of what we talked about on Saturday. It's like, listen, I know we didn't get to see as much out of everybody that we wanted to, but every single one of these characters is going to be reappearing on our screens in a year.
Yeah.
Within a year, like every single one. So I think that would make sense. I would have liked it, obviously, just because, like you said, it would have been an hour-long finale. Would have given us more Tommy and Billy action, that kind of stuff. It would have given, I think, Ralph a redeeming quality because he's like, shit, like, I didn't know I was working for, the devil, or something, or Agatha or whatever. And then also he said that he didn't know that the aerospace engineer line would blow up the way that it did.
Oh, come on. Really? No offense, like I don't mean to be an asshole, but that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
it's like nobody said anything.
Yeah, I don't buy that at all.
Because I mean, maybe I don't know.
Danielle said, "Can't wait to see Catherine Hahn again in the 12th Avengers film."
Yeah, is
that supposed to be a dig at the Avengers or at Catherine?
No, I
Hahn?
just think she means like she won't.
Oh,
be back
like she won't be back for a long time.
Yeah.
That was another thing that we could just talk. I mean, I'm not going to pull up the article because basically the gist is just Catherine Hahn in multiple interviews has
said
just
like
been,
she wants to come back
in a heartbeat, like that kind of. She was like, but she said something a little interesting. She was like, I wasn't really sure. This is Catherine Hahn. She was like, I wasn't really sure how I was going to like it, because you hear that it's like, everybody's a part of it. It's a big moving machine. Like she was like, you can kind of get caught up in it.
Right.
But she was like, the way that they, just what everybody says, like the way that Kevin runs the ship is just so like fun and lighthearted. And like, I'm sure creating this good of a product in the middle of a pandemic probably made everyone involved feel very good about what they were doing.
Right.
That they can provide entertainment to people and stuff like that.
Maybe you bring in the Fantastic Four and they'll go to one and they go, do you know a babysitter? And then she comes back. There you go.
And then that's the kid she bit.
Yep.
Exactly. She's going to bite Franklin, who is another Nexus being. There we go. All right. We'll see you next week. No. But yeah.
Oh, sorry, Kevin's calling me actually.
Oh,
For that pitch. Yeah.
He said, "Look down at your chest." All right. So next up, next up we got some nice posters. So I'll just pull them up right here. Bang! We got some. Would you call these character posters or just like fight posters? I guess I don't know. I guess they're character posters.
They're character posters.
So we kind of have Kong and Godzilla on both of them. But it's kind of an interesting thing. It's them, down the street from each other, kind of staring down. What are your thoughts on this? I love the way that these.
At this
visually.
point, I just kind of want to see the movie again. Like I said, character posters. I don't care.
Yeah.
They look cool.
This
They're
doesn't
cool
build your excitement at all, though.
No, we know what's gonna happen.
Yeah, true.
They're gonna fight. They're gonna team up, and they're gonna fight a common enemy.
Mm-hmm.
Not
Do you
saying.
want to talk about that?
Yeah, we can touch on it. I'm not saying I'm not excited for it. I'm just saying this doesn't. I'm already I'm as excited as I could be. I'm telling you right now. And yeah, so I don't know if you have an image. It doesn't really matter. So I guess there was like a toy that they previewed that the people that make it, the manufacturer, and it was of spoilers by the way.
Spoilers for Godzilla
vs. Kong.
Like big spoilers for Godzilla vs. Kong.
So basically, mute your
mute
phone,
if you don't want to be
whatever.
Yeah,
and Anthony, thanks for saying the quality of the podcast is great. I appreciate it. Basically, it was a toy for Mechagodzilla, and basically it said that Mechagodzilla is in the movie.
Yeah.
So that one can assume that that's the person that's the monster that Godzilla and King Kong will team up to fight at the end. I'm assuming.
I didn't look at it because I didn't want to see like the design or anything.
I saw it.
What was it? Was it a Lego set or anything?
No, it was like a figure. So not like
a Black Series type like
a hot toy. Is that what it's called?
Oh yeah,
yeah, like that
kind
of thing.
Yeah, like a 1/6 scale
Right.
or whatever the fuck
Yeah.
it's called. What's it called? Yeah, I just asked because usually Lego sets spoil.
It might have been a Lego. I don't think.
No,
it was,
I don't
though.
think. I just generally like Age of Ultron. A Lego set spoiled Vision.
Oh.
Like before the remember the trailer, the teaser for Age of Ultron. The last shot was his eyes opening.
Oh yeah.
Like a month before that trailer came out, it was like, help Natasha Romanoff steal the Vision's cradle or whatever, and it was like, oh, okay. It was literally the exact scene of her jumping with like the Vision body and stuff. But yeah, so good on Lego for not spoiling this one, but bad on whoever it was, if it was Sideshow or whoever with the hot toys. At least I'm just glad it wasn't a Funko Pop or a Lego, because I would be personally offended. So yeah, I think I'm very excited. I mean, these don't build my excitement like crazy, but I just visually like the look of these posters. I don't even think at the theater, I don't think we have any Godzilla versus Kong posters, which is really upsetting.
Oh, wow.
We did get, I will say this, I don't know if I'm supposed to say, I mean, I don't really think it matters, but we got Mortal Kombat posters in this past week.
Oh yeah.
They're so
When is that movie? April, right? Is that what it is?
Mortal Kombat?
Yeah, or is it?
I think so. Which is next month.
Wow.
That's crazy.
This year is flying.
It's either April or May. Well, yeah, now that nothing came out in 2020, now that everyone just decided, well, we're doing streaming.
Yeah.
We're getting like a movie a week, two movies a week. So yeah, very excited for these. Really excited for that movie and to see where the future of this franchise goes from there. Well, yeah, let's go ahead and talk this right here. So we finally got confirmation. This broke literally, I think, the next day from when we did last week's show. Yeah, I think last Wednesday. Basically, John Krasinski took to Twitter and said, good things come to those who wait, and you guys have waited long enough. And then he said, bang, like, so soon. He said Quiet Place 2 Memorial Day weekend. So what are your thoughts on that we're finally getting Quiet Place 2?
What if this movie sucks?
That would be so disappointing.
Like, I know, like, I loved not loved. Mm-hmm. I really liked the first one. I was scared the entire time. I mean, it's pretty easy to do scare me with a movie, but I was honestly scared just because, like, the quietness, the silence of it all. It was very frightening. This, of course, was also partially filmed here in Buffalo. on the Grand Island Bridge, I believe.
Yeah, there was a month or two ago. I was over at my mom's house, and I showed her. I was like, Regal tweeted out, and it was like, can you guess this upcoming film with just these stills? And it was like a blade of grass, a barn, like without the red lights. It was just like a barn, something else, and then the Grand Island Bridge. And I was like, yes, I was like, there's an entire city of people who can name that movie. Like, without the Grand Island Bridge, it would be very difficult. But I was like, it's literally just a picture of the bridge.
Yeah.
Which, for those who don't know, we are located in Buffalo, and we live about, like, if we were on my roof right now, we could probably see it.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm excited. It's been a long time.
Yeah.
So and this is the one I like kept forgetting about. I was like, oh yeah, Quiet Place 2 did. I remember like taking down the poster and be like, whoa, this got pushed.
Yeah.
And we're all standing there like pushed. I think it probably originally, what was it, pushed like a few months maybe?
Yeah.
Because that
I
was
think
the
it got pushed to July.
That was the thinking at the time in the beginning of March. We're like, oh, it's a blowover in 3 months.
Yeah.
Little do we know we're still here today and it's 2021. But yeah, I'm excited. And it's Paramount Plus too. It's coming out, I think. And same with Mission Impossible, day and date.
It's coming out.
I think they're both
Really?
day and date. Yeah.
Wow,
so that's what I'll be using my trial for.
Yeah.
And then I'll probably cancel.
I gotta get in on the Oprah interview.
The Oprah interview.
The Harry and Meghan interview.
Oh yeah, you didn't watch it?
No, isn't it on Paramount Plus?
Oh, is it? I don't know.
Because it's CBS.
It's probably on YouTube TV, on demand.
I didn't even think about
that. No. Wouldn't it be on her network?
That's part of CBS.
Oh, it is? Oh,
yeah,
okay.
yeah. Like, Oprah has OWN, which is the Oprah Winfrey network, but her soul still belongs to CBS.
Oh, okay.
I think she made that deal a long time ago.
Gotcha.
Because Oprah had like a sports term, like Oprah had like a post interview on CBS like the next morning, and she like talking all about it.
Michelle said it is on YouTube TV.
It is on YouTube. Yeah, that makes sense because I know it aired on CBS.
Right.
But I didn't know if they were like, nope, this one's not going to on demand. You got to get Paramount Plus.
Gotcha.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna try and hold out on Paramount Plus as long as I can because I subscribed to CBS All Access for 2 years for Star Trek.
Yeah.
For Discovery and Picard. I gotta watch Discovery season 3. I haven't even watched it yet. It's already over. But so who knows? Maybe I'll get it soon or whatever. But yeah, I'm definitely excited for both of these. I think $7.99 or $9.99. Yeah, it's definitely a lot more than cable.
I don't need it.
But that's the thing. If we could just have a quick tangent real quick. The people out there that say, we're going to... I think it was a topic on Campia's show today.
Yeah.
Why we're going to end up paying so much more with all the streaming services added together than we did on cable.
Mm-hmm.
Do y'all remember cable? Everything we would watch would be like Riverdale quality. Like everything was a CW show. People's main form of entertainment was SVU or like Blue Bloods,
right.
Like with Ray Liotta and J-Lo.
And
like
Tom Selleck.
Yeah, exactly. Like we are getting cinema quality television shows and cinema quality animated television shows on all these streaming services and cinema films on all these streaming services. Like I don't care if it's $40 more than we would have paid to Time Warner Cable. You know what I mean? Like
right.
And yes, I understand it's a lot of money, but that's just the way that the world works. Is that you now have to pay the premium because it's not like we're still just getting 10 SVUs on Paramount Plus or something like that. You know what I mean?
Right.
They're launching like 10 Nickelodeon revivals, like 12 new live action series. Not to mention the day and date releases of some of the biggest movies coming up. Like, and this goes for every streaming service.
Mm-hmm.
Ironically, like besides Netflix, they're just kind of on an island now because now streaming is just, I don't know. Netflix is going to be in trouble, I think.
Right.
But it's just I feel a one-sided kind of bullheaded argument to be like, well, you guys know we're going to end up paying so much more than we did for cable. It's like you got to look at the difference in quality. That can't not be a part of the discussion. And I haven't watched today's clip. Is this other channel, John Campia, they talked about it today. I haven't watched that clip, so I don't know if he brought that up or not. But it frustrates me when people just say that. Like, there's somebody that I work with that says that all the time, and I'm like, it's two different worlds.
Yeah.
I guess he's just of a older generation, but so next up, let's just go ahead on to the next one. Ooh, here we go. We got the Snyder Cut will be cut up into 6 different parts, and then actually after I made this graphic, Zack Snyder came out and actually said on top of these 6 parts, there will be a 25-minute epilogue to the film.
Give me a freaking movie, Jesus.
So, well, that's something else that we can talk about. So these are the 6 parts. So part 1 will be Don't Count on It, Batman. Part 2 will be The Age of Heroes. Part 3 will be Beloved Mother, Beloved Son. Part 4 will be Change Machine. Part 5, All the King's Horses. And then Part 6, Something Darker. And then obviously the epilogue, which I don't know if we have the name for yet, but there will be an epilogue after that. So let's talk about it. So people tuned in to HBO Max to watch the beloved Cat and Mouse, Tom and Jerry themselves. Obviously, all of them went based on our review. And they pulled it up, and it was the Snyder Cut. The Snyder Cut began playing. What are your thoughts on this? What are your thoughts on the fact that actually went out on HBO Max about 2 weeks early? And some people got a glimpse of the entire film. Some people watched the whole thing, and then some people fast forwarded all the way to the end as well.
I'm not. I think it was. I don't even know. It doesn't really surprise me. I guess stuff like that happens a lot. Yeah, not a lot, but it happens from time to time.
It's just so unfortunate that it was such a big thing.
Yeah, my thing is like, you know how it's gonna end, kind of. Mm-hmm. You've seen the movie before. Like, I get he didn't use any of the shots that Joss Whedon.
Like, it's gotta have the same. It's gotta have the same endpoint.
Yeah, like I don't like, and it's not leading into the universe as a whole or anything.
Yeah.
So it's,
we know that whatever happens, that shot of them standing on the nuclear tower, where they're all like looking around at each other and they're like, "Oh, job well done." We know that's going to be the end of the movie, and then probably it's going to be the epilogue after that will lead up to something else.
Joker will rise as Jesus once did.
You think?
Yeah.
I got to show you this one. Do you see this?
What is that? We live in a society where honor is a distant memory. Isn't that right, Jerry?
Yeah. Man, I don't even know what to say. I hope the Snyder Cut is good. I hope that it's worth watching. But I mean, only time will tell at this point. It's just very difficult. All right, so we just have a few more topics, and then we will get on to our main topic, which is
thoughts on this.
Which is the our kind of look at some women in film in celebration of International Women's Day. So with that, we have a new Star Trek film is in the works from J.J. Abrams and Star Trek Discovery writer Kalinda Vasquez. So you said you have no thoughts on this at all?
No, I've never seen a J.J. Abrams Star Trek, nor have I ever seen any Star Trek ever.
Wow.
I would like to watch them. I've heard the older, what was it, like 80s, 90s they came out, those movies?
Like 60s, 70s,
like Wrath
80s.
of Khan and stuff like that. I'd love to watch those.
Yeah.
I've heard they're good.
Mm-hmm.
But like I've never seen the J.J. Abrams ones or anything.
Yeah. Well, I'm very excited because this movie was kind of up in the air. I mean, right now we don't know if it is this crew coming. Oh, sorry. We don't know if it is this crew coming back yet. I mean, I hope since JJ is directly involved again, hopefully it would be. I would think. But it was.
Do I need to have a background knowledge on Star Trek to like the movies? It probably helps. Like I know
like
Spock
the J.J. Abrams movies.
Yeah, or
No.
the other ones.
No.
Did the other ones tie into the show?
Yeah.
Oh, they do. Okay.
No, but you don't have to watch. They're their own separate.
They're their own thing. Okay.
It's like the MC. Basically, if you want to talk about what MCU is doing right now, look at Star Trek, because the movies would run concurrently with the show and stuff, and then they would kind of hop back and forth. But no, you can, like, if you just watch Star Trek 2009 and then Into Darkness and then Beyond and then whatever this is going to be, you would totally understand it. It's completely self-contained. Cool. Well, I'm not going to spoil anything. Okay. It's not really self-contained.
Yeah.
It's not a reboot.
Okay.
It's just I'm not going to get anything I say could be a spoiler because it's Star Trek 2009 frames itself as something that it reveals that it's not. So yeah, I'm very excited for this. I'm partly excited for the Star Trek Discovery writer coming on. I know people like Robert Meyer Burnett, who runs a YouTube channel as well. The Burnett Work. He's a big Star Trek fan, and he is not a fan of the writing and stuff and the style of Star Trek Discovery, which is used to be CBS All Access, but now it's the Paramount Plus show.
Yeah.
And just kind of Picard as well. The writing is very different because they're writing it for today's sensibilities and today's stuff. But I also understand the critique that's like, well, don't write it for today's stuff because this is set 300 years from now.
Yeah.
Like, so I understand that as well. But either way, if we're getting this original crew back, I am happy.
Yeah.
I don't want it to be a reboot. Don't change it again.
So this movie that's coming.
Yeah.
This is going to be J.J. Abrams, or they haven't named a director yet?
It says J.J. Abrams is in producing.
Do you think QT is still in the running to direct?
QT. Oh
Tarantino.
No! I'm glad that didn't
happen.
Yeah, because I mean, it would have been interesting. Give him like a 4-episode mini event series on Paramount Plus.
Yeah.
If he wants to do Star Trek.
Yeah.
I don't need Captain Kirk. I don't need the mainline Enterprise crew in a Tarantino movie. Like, if he wants to do something within the universe, go for it. Like, that'd be awesome. But I don't want to see these characters talking like Tarantino characters.
Fair.
Yeah. So let's see. I want to jump around here. All right.
Next.
So next up, we just talk about it real quick. So Percy Jackson is in the works at Disney Plus, as we know.
Yes, it is.
In heavy development right now, and we basically found out today that I would say it's a little surprising, but not too surprising, that it is going to have a full-on budget like Mandalorian, WandaVision style. So because Disney Plus, we've kind of seen there's definitely the low end budget shows, like some of their like cooking shows and the Shop Class, which was really good. If you guys haven't watched Shop Class on Disney Plus, me and my mom watched that every week when it came out last year. Justin Long hosts it. It's actually really
Justin
really
Long.
Good. Yeah, it's really good.
All people.
And that, if you want your runtime on Disney Plus, those are like 45-minute episodes. But seriously, I'm not even kidding. It's like a show where these young engineer kids do these cool shop projects, and it's like really awesome. And then there's kind of like the mid-range shows that we've seen, and then the high budget stuff. I personally understand from Disney's perspective giving it this money, but I'm a little shocked. I thought that they would go a little more reserved, at least in season 1, maybe.
Yeah.
But they seem to be going full hog on this. So what are your thoughts? Do you have a connection to the Percy Jackson
I think
stuff?
we've established this the first episode of this podcast we ever did, or show, whatever you want to call it. Yes, because Noelle commented on it.
Wasn't this when the news broke?
The
very first
so that was
episode.
like last year.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't give a darn about
at all.
No.
Yeah.
I think I've seen the first movie. There was this thing in middle school.
Lightning Thief?
There was this thing in middle school where I was in. We had like this little like book club type thing in the mornings where we have bagels, and we talk about a book that we read. And we actually went to go see that movie.
Oh, I think you told
The Lightning Thief at Maple.
Mm-hmm.
And I was, I was in middle school, so it's kind of like,
Yeah.
And I didn't have any connection to the books either, so it's, again, I'm kind of meh on it. I don't really care.
Yeah, same. I mean, if it's gonna be like this much budget, they're putting this much care and effort into it.
Right.
They have Rick Riordan, the original writer. He's an active on-set producer for the show. I'm excited. I mean, I don't really have a big connection to it. I never read the books or anything. I also only saw the first movie. But yeah, let me see what you got. I haven't been disappointed in anything on Disney Plus so far. So yeah. And next story up here, we have Storm Reed has been cast as the lead actress in the sequel to Searching. Do you remember Searching?
I do. Yeah, that was a good
very
movie.
Very good movie. So they are doing. It's called Searching. They're saying Searching 2, but I would have to assume it's not. Yeah, with John Cho, who is very good in that film. Very, very good. So yeah, I'm very interested to see this. I've great things from Storm Reed. I Didn't care for what's it called? Wrinkle in Time.
Wrinkle
I didn't
in
care
Time,
for Wrinkle
yeah.
in Time, but she was good. She's really
She's
good in
Suicide
Euphoria.
Squad, apparently.
Storm Reed? Oh,
Yeah.
that's right. I did see that. So yeah, looking forward to her in Suicide Squad. She's great in Euphoria with Zendaya. She's very good in that show. So yeah, go for it. More Storm Reed led films for somebody so young. You know, that's great. And we can talk about her a little bit later on in the show as well. All right. So I think we just have a few more here. Yeah, so this one we could just talk about quickly. So it was rumored, which, you know, we don't like to talk about rumors too much, but this one seemed pretty realistic, that after Spider-Man 3, Spider-Man 3 itself will introduce Miles Morales into the MCU, and that there will be two mainline Spider-Man franchises within the MCU. One will focus on Peter continuing into college with him, Ned, and MJ and that whole crew continuing into their university years, and then one will be focused on Miles, who will be a part of the upcoming Young Avengers project. So you know, we'll get him with Haley Steinfeld as Kate Bishop, and then probably Billy and Tommy Maximoff, that stuff. So what are your thoughts on this, that we're kind of starting to get reporting and confirmation that Miles is on his way, and that he's clearly going to be much, much younger than Peter in the MCU, but they will both exist concurrently. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, I'm excited for that. I don't know how many weeks ago I said that. I was like, oh, I wonder when they'll bring like Miles to. It's probably last year at some point. I wonder when they'll bring Miles to the MCU.
Yeah.
The game definitely helped me learn about the character more and the background. So yeah, I'm really excited. I'm excited to see both characters kind of grow up, you know, before our eyes. And this would mean like, this is like more of a long-term plan. Like, this would mean Tom Holland would be in that role for like years to come.
Yeah. Which I am not terribly surprised at.
Yeah, because he seems like, I feel like he's said before that he like really likes playing Spider-Man.
Yeah.
I could be wrong, but I feel like that's what he said. But yeah, I'm not really surprised.
All right. So the next up, let's talk about it real quick. So Avatar is getting a surprise re-release in China. Just real quick, I'm going to throw it to you right now. Do you think it has any potential to recoup the $7.4 million that it needs to take over Endgame? Now, mind you,
How much?
$7.4 million. Now, mind you, remember this. China's film industry has been ready and rocking, open and free for like 4 months. Detective Chinatown 3 finally actually released last month to a record-shattering like $350 million.
Right.
So we're only talking about $7.4 million. This is the second biggest movie of all time in Avatar, and it's going to be open for like a month.
It's open for a month?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't think that's I don't.
Really? For a month?
How is China right now?
Like amazing.
Oh, it's
all
like,
their theaters are open. Like most of their theaters are open.
Yeah,
Detective Chinatown 3 made $350 million in a weekend.
Forgot about that.
In a weekend.
So yeah, maybe then.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you think then Endgame will be like?
Yes, absolutely. It's Disney competing against Disney.
Yeah.
It's Bob Chapek competing against Bob Chapek. Right now.
Yeah. Oh duh. Right.
Yeah. So
Fox.
they're just gonna keep going and going and going.
Yeah.
Until that gap gets even wider. I think if you re-release Avatar, I think Avatar has a great shot at beating the record. I think if you re-release Endgame has a great shot of doubling their original record, if not more. So yeah, I think it'd be very interesting to see. All right, so the last thing, second last, because we have to get to the Adam Driver thing. So we got our first real look at Space Jam 2: A New Legacy, as it's called, this week with a huge, I think, dedicated issue of Entertainment Weekly, just focusing on Space Jam 2.
Yeah.
So what are your thoughts on these images? What are your thoughts on, we finally got confirmation that Don Cheadle will be playing the villain, who is a AI interface.
You know his name?
What?
Algae Rhythm. That's Don Cheadle's character's name.
Like algorithm?
Yeah.
LG Rhythm. That's actually pretty funny.
Is it?
Oh, I mean, it's like it's dumb, but it's whatever.
Yeah.
So yeah, what are your thoughts on the pictures that we have in front of us and the animation style?
I think
stuff?
it looks good. I like the style.
Mm-hmm.
It honestly kind of looks from here Tom and Jerry-esque, maybe.
I would say that's only looking from here. Like, are you talking about Bugs?
Yeah.
The animation seems much better.
Much better. Yeah.
It's like there's like actual fur on him.
No, right.
Yeah.
I think I liked the first one. I only saw it like a year ago for the first time. But yeah, I'm kind of excited. I think there's another HBO Max day and date. I feel like every single Warner Brothers movie is day and date. But yeah, I think it looks cool. I'm kind of expecting like a trailer in the next week or two.
Yeah, I was expecting a trailer that day.
Yeah.
I think we both were on that day because there was just so much coming out.
I feel like this movie has been like bounced like multiple times.
Yeah.
Like
was that a pun?
No, I really
It's been dribbled around the release calendar.
But like it's been like pushed like multiple times, I feel like.
Yeah. It's been traveling from release date to release date.
Exactly, yeah.
It's been in the penalty box. That's not the right
No,
sport.
that's wrong
So
sport.
yeah, so I'm excited. I think the visual effects look really good.
Right.
Like if you guys can see the one of LeBron in the bottom right, of this beautiful graphic, is the kind of effects on like the blue basketball with like the lightning or whatever that effect is. I think it looks really good. And granted, we're far away from the monitor right now, but Bugs looks really good. I like that animation style. And I'm excited. You guys know I love Don Cheadle. I love me some Rhodey. I'm excited to get him as a villain. I think that's gonna be really cool.
Do you think?
Yeah.
I know he definitely won't.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm just gonna throw it out there. Do you think MJ makes an appearance or no?
Michael Jackson?
No. Michael Jordan.
Oh.
Fucking hell.
Oh my lord. I don't know, man. I think.
I don't think so.
You don't think he would at all?
No.
Does he talk about?
Because LeBron.
Does he? They don't get along.
No, it's the whole conversation of who's the GOAT, Michael Jordan or LeBron James?
Yeah, but I mean, you throw as much money as you want at the two of them.
That's true. If you gave him if you're like, I'll give you $10 million.
Imagine if they showed up on the screen together. I mean, then it would be like we're both the GOAT.
Yeah.
I guarantee
you, if he showed up, it'd be like who is better in Space Jam, LeBron James or Michael
it'd be
Jordan?
like,
who I think people have.
He'd say, "Hey, LeBron on your left."
Yeah, LeBron is definitely a better actor than Michael Jordan.
Yeah. This is like
never seen him in
LeBron's sixth movie.
What was he? He was good in Trainwreck. Right?
Yeah, he just played himself, but he was like playing it up. He was fantastic in Trainwreck because he was playing LeBron James, but like he was written like a real character. I think it was Bill Hader and Amy Schumer wrote it too.
Oh, okay.
He was written like a real character. Like there's like a 3-minute scene just about him and Bill Hader at lunch, and they're fighting over who's picking up the check, and Bill Hader just goes. At the end of it, like it's this whole long argument about all these different things, and Bill Hader just goes, "You're LeBron fucking James, pick up the check." I'm not a big Amy Schumer fan, but that movie was very very funny. All right, so Powerpuff Girls reboot, yay or nay? Are you excited?
No.
Are you jazzed?
I won't watch it probably.
You not?
No.
But I thought you're part of the CW cult now.
No, I'm not.
I'm just excited. Two-sided coin. So we got a couple different castings, but the main one, the most famous one, is Chloe Bennett, who plays Daisy Johnson on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. She was the main character along with Coulson on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Mm-hmm. She was cast as Blossom, right? The main one for Powerpuff Girls,
right,
with the red hair. So I'm excited for her, but if she's committed to a CW show, I think her appearing as Daisy Johnson in future projects, those likelihoods kind of go down a little bit.
Right, that's what I've seen on Twitter. That's what people are saying.
So yeah, I'm excited. I might check it out. I don't know. It might just be like a Riverdale situation.
I didn't even know they brought the show back in 2016.
Yeah, they started making new animated episodes.
Oh, wow.
A while ago.
They had a lot, too. It was like 112 episodes.
Yeah. All right, so then the last thing we want to talk about is TJ wanted to take the forefront on this one.
So this is a new shot this is the first image revealed of Lady Gaga. That's Lady Gaga, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Adam Driver in Ridley Scott's House of Gucci, which I guess is filming. It's filming all over the place. I think I don't know where they are. I feel like they're definitely not in Italy. I think that's where some of it takes place. There was a comment from the Knives Out Twitter that said this is definitely Knives Out 2.
Yeah,
which I think is
same
funny.
Fisherman sweater.
Yeah. I'm big on that's like the Chris Evans. That's basically the same turtleneck.
Yeah.
That I'm pretty excited about this movie. It's got a lot of people in it. I think Jared Leto is also.
Oh, why
in
would
this
you even
movie.
say that? Is this the one?
Oh yeah,
Is this the one with Bradley Cooper?
So this is Jared Leto, Al Pacino, Adam Driver, Lady Gaga, Jack Houston, Jeremy Irons, and Camille Cotton, and those are kind of like the big people that I see on IMDb.
Gotcha.
And then directed by Ridley Scott and written by Roberto Benevegna. I think that's how you pronounce it.
That's a crazy cast.
And based on the book by Sarah Gay Forden.
Wow.
So yeah, I'm just kind of excited. I don't know. I'm not like through the roof or anything, but yeah. Who plays? Oh yeah, so Jared Leto plays Paolo Gucci, Al Pacino plays Aldo Gucci, and Adam Driver plays Maurizio Gucci.
Mm-hmm. And those are Pokemon evolutions or no?
No, and then Jeremy Irons plays Rodolfo Gucci.
Wow.
A lot of Guccis.
This movie's going to be Gucci.
Yeah, the story of how Patrizia Reggiani, the ex-wife of Maurizio Gucci, plotted to kill her husband, the grandson of renowned fashion designer Guccio Gucci. Mm-hmm. His name is Guccio. That's a sick name. I can't.
Gucci?
I didn't know that's what his name was.
Guccio Gucci. Let down your chains.
Sure. Yeah. Oh my god. But yeah, I'm pretty excited for this. This is the first thing we're gonna see Lady Gaga in since Star Is Born.
Yeah.
Which she killed in that movie. So
oh yeah, I hope she keeps acting.
Yeah.
She's fantastic. All right, so let's go ahead and move on to our main topic here. We are today, as we talked about, as you saw in the thumbnail and the title, we are going to be discussing some women in film and TV that are notable and give great performances or great direction or anything like that. In honor of International Women's Day, which I believe was Sunday or Monday.
Yesterday.
Yeah, it was either yesterday or Sunday. Sorry, my brain is mush right now. TJ's pulling up when it was.
It was yesterday. No, wait, what? Ooh. Oh, this is South Africa.
What?
USA. There we go. It was yesterday. Right, March 8th.
Okay, yeah. So yesterday was International Women's Day. So we figured in honor of that, as a main topic today, we would go through and talk about some of our favorite female performances or just female performers. So do you want to start? And this is not like a ranking situation or anything. We're just going to we just both kind of told ourselves to make lists of some
So I'm going to first one that not an actress or director.
Writer?
He's a producer.
Kathleen Kennedy.
Kathleen Kennedy.
Wow.
Considering she is
hey, can I just stop you right there? He just said she is a producer, and the only name that came to my mind was Kathleen Kennedy. Hollywood, you have a problem.
Yeah.
You have a problem.
She's made billions of dollars on gazillion movies, let alone Star Wars.
I am going to just say blanket statement right now.
Yeah.
I guarantee you she is the most successful woman in Hollywood, period.
I would, yeah.
The amount of money that she has made is absolutely astronomical.
So So she's produced Curious Case of Benjamin Button, Signs, Jurassic Park, War Horse, Star Wars, Solo, Rise of Skywalker, Last Jedi, Rogue One, Girl on a Train, Lincoln,
basically anything Steven Spielberg
Indiana
has
Jones,
ever done.
Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, not great, but still made money, of course. Jurassic Park 3, Sixth Sense, so a lot of movies. Schindler's List.
Yeah.
So undoubtedly one of the most successful, if not the most successful.
One of the founders of
Hollywood.
Amblin Entertainment, with the Steven Spielberg's company that did E.T. and all that stuff. Right. One of the original co-founders with him.
Hate as she must,
and then her husband Frank Marshall is another big producer.
As much hate as she gets, like, oh my God, she ruined Star Wars. Well, clearly she didn't ruin it that bad because it's still making billions of dollars every single movie. So
the way I look at it is with Kathleen Kennedy is one of the most gifted line producers, like actually boots on the ground making a movie,
right,
she is fantastic. I just feel like she's not the best executive.
You even see her like, because she's in like this isn't a movie, but like in the Mandalorian roundtables, like you see her, she's talking with the cast, and you see her even the behind the scenes shot. She's on the.
She's like fantastic with everybody. There's a reason that George Lucas picked her.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, and I saw it today with the Disney investors call that somebody, you know, because they have to answer every single question they get. Somebody said, you know, is it true you're gonna fire Kathy? And
somebody said that on the thing.
Asked Bob Chapek.
Do you
straight
get
up,
so if you're in a do you get a link no matter your share percentage? Like if you like if I own like a share, do I still get a link?
I think you
or
have
is it
to
like
own,
a hidden thing?
I think you have to own a share, but that's like a lot. Like I think you can't have like a fraction.
I mean, a share is like $100, $200 in Disney.
Yeah, like you'd have
actually
to like,
might be more.
I think you'd have to buy that.
Right.
Like so you can't own like a fractional share or anything like that. I think you have to be an actual shareholder, but it might be even more than that.
Disney stock right now is $194.
$194.
So
well, good time to get in. It was like $256 last week. No, it probably really is a good time to get in because Disneyland is going to be opening in the end of April. But yeah, Kathleen Kennedy, great pick. Was not on my list. But I just didn't even think about it. I just
kind of writing down names, so this is pretty all.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to talk about women in Hollywood, she is one of the original pioneers of women behind the camera. I mean, granted, our households are a little different, but I would consider Kathleen Kennedy to be a household name on the level of any sort of actress.
I can tell you right now,
if somebody knows the name, like, what do I want to say? If somebody knows the name, like, Elizabeth Olsen, they probably are going to know the name Kathleen Kennedy. And Kathleen Kennedy has never starred in a single movie.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, she's that big of a known entity for 4 decades now in Hollywood. Yeah, so great pick for that. Do you want to do throwback to me, or do you want to do
another
you can
go.
All right. I will. I don't know. I don't want to go in order.
Yeah,
but
I can tell you right now, I was making a list and I stopped, so that I'm probably more going like I don't have like a long list like you do.
Okay. Well, we can do one apiece, and then when we finish yours, we can just run down mine.
Okay.
And then, guys, right away, I'm just gonna say there are gonna be so many people that we leave out because it's so hard to remember. Let us know. TJ's got the chat up. If you guys have ones that we aren't mentioning or anything like that, let us know and we will definitely talk about it. So let me go. I'll save number 1 for a little bit later.
Okay.
Let's go with Elizabeth Olsen.
Okay.
She's on the list here. Let's go with Lizzie, as everybody calls her. Man, she is one of the best actresses working today, period. She does so much great work. One of my favorite independent films in the last 10 years is a movie called A24. Not called A24, by A24. A movie called Ingrid Goes West with her and Aubrey Plaza. Such a great film. It's about basically Elizabeth Olsen plays this social media influencer, and then Aubrey Plaza plays this person who kind of weasels her way.
I feel like I've seen trailer for that.
Yeah, it's fantastic. If you haven't watched it, check it out. It is such a good movie. And Elizabeth Olsen, obviously they're the co-leads. But Elizabeth Olsen she is so good in that film. And she gets some really great acting moments. And then obviously I haven't even touched on the MCU yet, but obviously with her,
she only has 26 credits.
Yeah,
for her name.
Like
that's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. So I mean, we could talk about, and then she's good in Godzilla and stuff like that. And then she's got a bunch of other stuff. Oh my gosh! I almost completely didn't even talk about it. One of the best films I have seen in the past 5 years, Wind River, with her and Jeremy Renner, is one of the best films I have seen. I think it was 2018, maybe 2017. It's not up right now, but I used to have the Wind River poster up in my room because I still have it in the basement.
I remember having the poster. I was like, what the fuck is this movie?
Yeah. Oh my God, it's so good. It is like bone chilling.
Really?
That kind of movie. Yeah. Oh, it's very like. Did you ever watch? Oh crap! That's another one of my favorite movies. Hell or High Water, right?
I've never.
You ever watched
that?
No. Oh my gosh!
I know.
You gotta check out some of Tyler Sheridan's work. He's one of the best writer directors working right now. He did Wind River. He did I just said the name of the movie. Hell or High Water,
Yeah.
and a couple others. He is just doing some phenomenal work, but he gets out of her one of the best performances she's ever given in her career. I actually think it's the best performance she's given in her career. I think obviously we're going to talk about it in about 15 seconds, but I think it's a better performance than WandaVision even.
Wow.
She is just so good, and obviously the chemistry that she's built up with Jeremy Renner in the MCU transfers perfectly to Wind River. The two of them are just incredible in that movie. There's a bunch of other performers in there too, John Bernthal and stuff, but definitely check that out, because that's what we want to do. We want to talk about these things, but we want to highlight some films that
might
maybe
have to start making a list.
Yeah, like we want to highlight some films that maybe if people out there haven't seen of them
Right.
or anything like that, to definitely check out, because those two definitely, Ingrid Goes West and Wind River, I would definitely
think Ingrid Goes West. I remember. I think I've seen it like on Hulu. Like I didn't watch it.
Yeah.
I just seen like the poster.
Ingrid Goes West, I will tell you right now, it's definitely either on Hulu or on Prime, and Wind River I think is on Netflix.
It says IMDb on here. So
okay, IMDb TV.
Right.
So yeah, check those both out. They're very, very good. Do you want to talk about her? You want to take WandaVision or anything? Talk about Elizabeth Olsen?
Yeah, like you said, I haven't seen that much. I've seen her in Godzilla, and I think I said to you earlier, I didn't even remember she was in that movie. So, and again, the movie is it's okay.
Yeah.
But I mostly know her from Marvel, and again, she's so good, especially in WandaVision. It's where she shines. Give her all the awards, like I said, I think on Saturday. And then can't forget about Full House. Quick cameo.
True.
She plays Girl with Flowers in an episode. And then I don't know if you saw that John Stamos posted a picture of him with her on the set of Full House, and was like, "Oh, congratulations on WandaVision," and then like, "Oh, in a few weeks, like his show comes out. I forget what it's called on Disney Plus. It's some like sports show or something where he plays like a coach, I think, or something." But yeah, I haven't seen much of her, but what I've seen from her is excellent.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, like you said, also, yeah, throwing it back all the way to when she was a kid. Like I saw that John Stamos post too. It's just real funny that like they clearly still keep in touch and stuff.
Yeah.
I
think
like,
all of them do. Like
yeah.
I have.
Well,
to
I was gonna say you kind of get the vibe that her sisters don't really communicate with anybody.
Well, they're not successful. Like they're very successful in their fashion.
Yeah, exactly.
Endeavors that they do.
I just mean like I don't think they talk. Like Elizabeth Olsen and her sisters.
Oh, I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think they.
No, I mean I think they do.
You think they do?
Yeah, I don't think
really?
they don't.
Well, only because I've been watching a lot of Elizabeth Olsen, Paul Bettany, like Wired interviews and autocomplete and blah, blah, blah. Watch Elizabeth Olsen's episode of Back to Back Chef on Bon Appetit, which that channel doesn't exist anymore because of something went down with the creator stole a bunch of money. But
oh, geez.
It's pretty good. It's a pretty good video. But in her Wired autocomplete interview, she's said stuff over the years that like, and they don't really see each other in public or anything. And then they said, "Does Elizabeth Olsen have siblings?" And they were like, she was like, "Yes, I do." She was
actually, I can't make a face like that because I feel like at one point I was like, I didn't know they were siblings. Yeah. I just assumed they had the same name or last name.
What's it called? And the same cheekbones.
Okay.
No, but
they have more defined cheekbones than she does.
Oh yeah. But what's it called? But she was like, yeah, I have 3 regular siblings and then 2 half siblings. And she was like, and I love my half siblings and everything. You know, they're my
she
real.
Has like brothers. Too,
yeah, she was like, they're like my real blood siblings. And she was like, some of them, you know, family will be family. And I was like, and I'm like, ugh, like it's just the vibe I get. I don't know for sure.
Yeah, they strike me as very. The twins strike me as they're very
their
closeted, like type like that.
Exactly. Yeah.
Which I mean, honestly, like if you're being on TV when you're at a really young age, like, and you're always on, you know, it just kind of like. Maybe that just caused you to be more like a more secluded person.
True, yeah. Yeah, and they just don't, like, the Fuller House thing, like, they were just like, nope, never gonna happen.
Which, it's kind of good they did, because that show wasn't good.
Yeah. I just wish, you know, I mean, I know that they're successful with their fashion and stuff, but I would wish, you know, come back, do something. I think it'd be interesting. All right, so...
Danielle says Mary-Kate and Ashley named a fashion line after her.
Oh, well, there you go. Maybe
you're just talking about somebody else. I don't know.
Maybe. She says she has like 7 brothers and sisters, so maybe she was talking about somebody else.
All right, so next for me, I have Greta Gerwig, who I actually wouldn't say she's more known for acting because she has acted in more, but her things that she's written and directed have been more prominent, I feel like.
Her more successful ventures are behind the camera.
Right. Nominated for 3 Oscars already. Screenplay Little Women, directing Lady Bird, and screenplay Lady Bird. 2 very, very, very good films. I'm personally more of a Little Women fan myself.
Yeah.
I
both those movies have another thing in common that maybe we'll talk about.
Right
now.
Right.
I don't know, maybe.
And everything she's been able to do, especially with. Now, I haven't seen the other Little Women's adaptations, but one of the things that I felt like was talked to death when that movie was announced, this 2019 one, was, okay, we've done
2019?
Right.
Oh, my gosh. No, you're right.
You're right. 2019.
I'm just saying, that's, oh, my God, that's so long ago.
There's been 4 or 5, like a million adaptations of, like, how many more times and she was able to put a completely new spin on it.
Yeah.
Especially going back and forth between time and stuff like that.
Same, I didn't know that wasn't the way it was. I didn't know that was a Greta spin until I saw everybody was like, oh, wow, she did something different with it. And I'm like, what?
Yeah, exactly.
What did she do?
Lady Bird, another fantastic film. Both good coming of age stories. And then she's set to direct Barbie too, which I think Margot Robbie is playing Barbie in that, which should be interesting. I can't imagine it's going to be bad because she hasn't really steered anybody wrong. And then obviously she's married to Noah Baumbach, who I also I've only seen Marriage Story. That's what
from him, really?
Yeah, I know you told me to watch Squid and the Whale. I didn't watch it, but
great.
And then she's also starred in a bunch of his movies as well. But yeah,
Francis Hans, that kind of stuff.
Yeah. Oh, right. Yeah.
I mean, she is a great actress. It's just like we said, some of her stuff, Noah Baumbach, he's been directing for years. Squid and the Whale was huge at festivals and stuff. He didn't really start to really pop off and really hit big until probably the last like 5 years.
Right.
So I think they're kind of, even though they're married and stuff, and she was in a lot of his movies early on and stuff, I think their careers are kind of peaking at the same time, but it's at the same time where now they've kind of started to not work together as much.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, she was in a ton of his stuff. And she was the female lead in Arthur with Russell Brand.
Yeah, it kind of reminds me. It's like completely different, but like Melissa McCarthy stars in a lot of her husband's films as well.
Yeah, and then her husband cameos in a lot of stuff that he doesn't do.
Right.
But yeah, I saw they actually. So the Melissa McCarthy playing Hella thing, right? Let's talk about Melissa McCarthy. Sure, she's not on my list, but she's
not on mine either. But she's
But you know how she's playing Hella in Thor: Love and Thunder that we talked about last week. I didn't realize last year her and her husband made a video to Taika.
Oh, really?
And we're like, this is our audition for a Thor movie.
Yeah.
Like, if you want to put us in, like, so that's how she got the thing. So I wonder if her husband's gonna show up. But they made this like cute video together. That was like, hey Taika,
I have not seen. Can You Ever Forgive Me? Did you see that?
Oh yeah.
I heard she's very good. She's nominated for it, but I heard she was very
good. I am one that, like, when Melissa McCarthy goes way too much, I can't do it. Like, it gets to Jared Leto, Chloe Grace Moretz levels of I can't watch this
Chloe Grace Moretz either.
You could talk about her if you want. But when Melissa McCarthy gets like, what was that? Life of the Party? That was too much for me.
Oh,
I was like,
that's the college one, right?
Yeah, I was like, all right, man. Yeah. I was like, we gotta rein this in here. But when she pulls out something like
and Happy Time Murders,
like that was like. But when she pulls out something like Spy or The Heat,
was Spy the one with Jason Statham?
Yes.
Yeah.
She was fantastic in that. It was an action comedy with like drama elements. Like, she was really good in that movie. Her and Jason Statham had great chemistry. They both gave great acting performances as well as comedy in Spy. And then The Heat, her and Sandra Bullock, again, it was like a heartstringy comedy.
And Bridesmaids. I know I've never seen it, but I know.
Yeah, like she really came out on the scene with Bridesmaids and stuff. Even that, one of her best scenes in Bridesmaids is like the speech to Kristen Wiig to like stop being so depressed, get out of the house, like do something with your life. Like she has like she's doing it through comedy, but she's delivering like these like really this like important speech to the Kristen Wiig character. But yeah, she's when she wants to be, she's a fantastic actress. And she just, I think she just doesn't, I think she's like, I can do that and I can do this. You know what I mean? Like I can do Life of the Party. And
which is exactly what like Adam Sandler did with Uncut
Gems.
Oh,
exactly.
I mean, he also did it with like Punch Drunk Love, if you haven't seen Punch Drunk Love.
Exactly. But. Like, and then wrapping back around to Can You Ever Forgive Me? Absolutely amazing. I'm so, I mean, I know it was stiff competition that year, but the
Who
fact
won?
that.
I don't remember.
Oh, couldn't even tell you. Can't remember.
Frick. I'm gonna look it up.
What year was that?
It was 2019,
right?
Can You Ever Forgive Me? 2018.
2018. So it would have been 2019's Oscars. I
So
don't know. I don't know who won that. But just to talk about her performance in that, she was.
Oh, Olivia Coleman for the favorite. She was
the
very
favorite.
Good in the favorite.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Olivia Coleman. We can talk about next. Yeah, just her and Can You Ever Forgive Me? Her chemistry with Richard E. Grant throughout that film is fantastic. When she is going through some of the most tense stuff, like trying to get away with stuff in that film, or just going through stuff with like the cat, just the scene with the cat. That's what I'll say. When she is looking for the cat, I'll be more specific. That I was like, because I'm a cat person, you know, I have a cat. I've had cats my whole life. I was like, oh my god, I was watching it like this, like I was like, oh my god, please, like, and it was all just her performance guiding you through the scene, and she was so good. And then of course, you know, not talking about men, but Richard E. Grant also fantastic. So definitely check out Can You Ever Forgive Me if you haven't. That's another one that poster was hanging in my room, but it's such a great movie. And I'm glad that's a movie that I would have like slipped through the cracks.
Right.
But I'm glad, you know, she got nominated, he got nominated, and the film got nominated. Like I was like, thank Christ that a bunch of people saw this and saw how good it was. So yeah. So do you want to talk about Olivia Coleman?
Yeah. So again, I've another person I have not seen it much. Actually, honestly, if I go through the list, I might be like, oh yeah, I remember.
What season are you on?
We just started the second one.
Oh, okay.
Last night. So we're on we just finished the first episode. Good show, really, by the way. But like I remember seeing her in The Favorite. I went to Regal to go watch The Favorite. Very good in that. Obviously deserved the Oscar. She's in have you seen The Lobster? I haven't seen that.
Oh yeah, I love that
She's
movie
very
so
good
much.
in that,
Yeah.
apparently.
I've watched pretty much, I think all but like 10 of A24's films.
Again, she's in The Father, which again has not even come out.
Father,
yet, but I've heard she's also
local
very good
cinemas this Friday.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Interesting. Okay.
A very local cinema.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I wish if it wasn't pandemic, I'd be like, yeah, sure, I'm there. But
I wish I didn't work every day the theater was open.
I
want to see
Doctor Who.
I'm gonna have to see it. Oh yeah. She was.
What season?
So get this for a bit of Crown trivia. Bit of Crown trivia for you. You ready?
Okay.
Matt Smith, Prince Philip, season 1, season 2.
Right.
Olivia Coleman, Elizabeth, season 3, season 4.
Oh yeah.
She was in Matt Smith's very first episode, the 11th hour of Doctor Who.
Was she like a cop or something?
She was. So do you remember the 11th hour? You remember the whole Matt Smith thing with the crack in the wall?
Right.
She was the Prisoner Zero has escaped.
Oh yeah.
She was like the lady that Prisoner Zero took over. Sorry, Doctor Who deep dive for you, but yeah, she was really good in that. It was like her and like 2 kids. So she was like this like alien entity basically took over the lady that was. Olivia Coleman.
I'll be honest, I really have not seen Olivia Coleman like anything except for The Favorite.
Well, I'll take it from there then. The Crown, and then also another Doctor Who thing.
Yeah.
She just can't get away from Doctor Who men. Her and David Tennant in Broadchurch together is like, oh my gosh. And then also Broadchurch, if you want to go, very weird. So Broadchurch in the UK was David Tennant and Olivia Coleman. Then they adapted it in America and called it Grace Point. Kept David Tennant, but cast
recast
Anna Gunn, Skylar from Breaking Bad, as her. So David Tennant played like the same role in the
Oh,
US
nice.
and the
That's
UK
cool.
one. But yeah, Broadchurch. Oh my god. It's about it. I mean, it's not a spoiler to say it's a 9-year-old season at this point. The first season of Broadchurch is about basically this kid dies, and this whole town just gets torn apart by it, and it's these two detectives that pull in, and they're like just trying to do it's major True Detective vibes. Like,
right.
If you want to talk
really?
about the
Okay.
if you want to talk about the walked so could run, Broadchurch walked so that True Detective could run. Like they are so, obviously it doesn't have an HBO budget, it has a BBC budget, but it is so good. The characterization that both David Tennant and Olivia Coleman are able to pull off is fantastic.
Right.
And then of course, I mean, I don't even know what to say about The Crown. She is one of the best actresses I've ever seen in my entire life in that show. Her as Elizabeth, like if you think Claire Foy is great as like Olivia Coleman in the 2 seasons that she gives as Elizabeth is some of the funniest, most heartwarming, and then most like terrifyingly brutal portrayals of like a woman on screen that I've ever seen. And obviously it's never been more prescient than it is right now.
I told Danielle, they might have to extend it a few seasons or like come back in like 20 years and have to tell this story now.
Yeah, because now it's just getting even worse.
Yeah.
But yeah, Olivia Coleman's so great. All right, who's next? Let me pick another person here. What time are we at? Oh,
it's 9:42.
All right, so let's go ahead and talk about who do you want? You pick somebody. Pick somebody from the list.
Let's talk. Well, this is a tough one.
Right. They're all so good.
I have Saoirse pulled up here.
All right, let's talk about it. Why don't you take it off?
Saoirse Ronan. I don't think anybody can. She's just an amazing actor. Already 4 Oscar nominations. You know how old she is?
How old is Saoirse Ronan?
20. Oh.
Well, it's okay. I was gonna guess 20s.
Okay.
I was gonna guess 20s. 27.
Off 1. 26. 26.
Lower. 26.
Yeah.
How old was she? You got her IMDb pulled up?
Yeah.
How old was she in City of Ember? What
City?
year did that movie
City.
come
I just
out?
passed that. That came out in 08.
Man, wow. She is so good. I remember we read City of Ember in like 2nd or 3rd grade.
I feel like that's like an elementary / middle school
Like
required
staple.
reading.
Yeah, absolutely. City of Ember, man, was I was like, oh my god. And then it was like perfect timing because it was a few years off. Because I think we read City of Ember in 3rd grade, and then the movie came out in 5th, and we went on a field trip and saw the movie. And I was like, wow, this is great. And the girl that got to play her, the main character, I was like, wow, she's really, really good. It was Saoirse Ronan. Like,
Right.
Yeah, even back then, I mean, we were just talking about City of Ember, for Christ's sakes. Like, let alone her repeated Oscar nominations, Oscar-worthy performances later in her career, and she's only 26.
Nominated for Little Women, Lady Bird, Brooklyn, and Atonement.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Was she in? Cause I always get it mixed up with hers and the one that Jennifer Lawrence was in. Was she in the Lovely Bones?
Yes.
Okay.
This is a movie I've been told.
Is that the Stanley Tucci?
Yes, I need to watch that. I haven't seen. I know, Danielle keeps telling me I need to watch it.
Stanley Tucci. We need an episode dedicated to Stanley Tucci, because that man. First of all, he's an amazing actor, but in that movie, he is terrifying. And she just gives a great performance. You feel every instance of the scaredness and the fear in her is just like palpable. And she must have been what? She must have been like 17.
Probably, yeah.
Like, that's insane.
That came out in Lovely Bones.
What, like 2009 or something?
09, yeah.
Yeah. Yes, she was like 17 in that.
Yeah. Of course.
Or maybe younger.
She's amazing in Grand Budapest. I mean, that film.
Oh,
overall,
yeah. All of her Wes Anderson work and stuff.
She's going to be in French Dispatch.
Whenever that comes out.
Yet. Yeah.
Is that going to be HBO Max or anything?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. Like, that's something where I could see like a pushback from Wes Anderson. But I was
going to say, like, who owns Wes Anderson?
I don't know.
I don't know which company.
Little Woman, obviously, is Joe March, Lady Bird, McPherson, and Lady Bird. And then she's in she's just this one. It came out a few months ago. I can't pronounce the name, but it's her and Kate. No, not Kate Blanchett. What's her name? Oh my lord! Hold on, I'm pulling it up. Kate Winslet.
Mm-hmm.
She's in that movie, which is pretty good. That I've heard. I haven't seen it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, she's just amazing.
Yeah.
I don't think that enough could be said about her.
Yeah, I mean, she's just all of her work, like in Lady Bird, Little Women, those two in particular. I mean, everything else we could hit home on until the cows come home.
Mm-hmm.
But those two films is basically where it starts and ends. Like she is just so great in both of those films. It's
right.
it's hard to even like comprehend. Like Little Women obviously is an ensemble, but she is the spear driving that ship forward. You know what I mean? Yeah, just her as Joe is just like the scene on the hill or whatever with her and Timothée is like, oof, man, so much hair, so much sadness.
I get teared up I think I've seen that movie like 4 or 5 times at this point. I get teared up every time.
Mm-hmm.
It's tough.
Still ended up with the wrong person. Let's talk about the wrong person. Somebody else that has kind of had a quicker rise to fame than Saoirse Ronan is Florence Pugh. Have you heard of her?
I have heard of her.
Okay. Yeah, she has been in a couple films. Namely, she has been in what's it called? Fighting with My Family, which was a great film based on the kind of world of the WWE and
movie
the
that I
AEW,
said I didn't want to watch because I said, why would I want to watch a wrestling movie? But I take that back.
Yeah,
I haven't seen it, but I do want to see it because you said it's really good.
Oh yeah, it's so good. And then also, I went back and I watched a lot of her older stuff too, and she was in a movie in 2014 as her first acting credit called The Falling, with her and Maisie Williams.
Oh, okay.
And it's actually it's a really weird movie. I don't know if I would recommend watching it, but she gives a very good performance.
Wow, not rated.
And then I don't even know if it might have been like a TV movie or anything.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. But it was very British. But yeah, and then she was in Lady Macbeth, King Lear, a lot of those adaptations. And then she kind of hit it big in 2019. Coming off the back of, she was in an AMC show called The Little Drummer Girl, which was kind of like a ensemble show as well. With with her and Michael Shannon, and then after that, it just kind of went crazy. After that, then she nailed Fighting with My Family. These are all 3 back to back in the span of like 6 months. She had Fighting with My Family. Then she did Midsummer. Then she had Little Women. Back to back to back to back to back. And then eventually, at some point, Black Widow will come out.
At some point.
Whenever that may be.
And then she is basically taking on the mantle of that, which I think is...
Yeah, and then she'll be in Hawkeye and stuff, so all roads lead back to the MCU. But yeah, I mean, I don't even know what to say. She's one of my favorite actresses working today. She is just... amazing on screen. In Midsummer, I don't even. What do you say?
She's so good in that.
Yeah.
That movie is.
That movie is. I mean, that movie's indescribable. Pretty much.
Yeah.
That's like how I would describe it. It's literally an indescribable film. But her performance is amazing. The first 3 minutes of that movie is some of the darkest stuff you'll ever see on film. And then Little Women. I mean, as Amy, how. Just if there's anybody that can rival Saoirse in that movie, no offense, Emma Watson. Emma Watson was really, really good in that, and we'll probably talk about her after this. But Florence as Amy was just so fantastic. Yeah, it was like another level. And we got Florence. We got Florence there. We got Florence there. There we go. Boom. Two Florence posters. And then I have to put my Black Widow poster up at some point after the movie comes up. But yeah, she is just a fantastic performer, and she's just gonna keep on keeping on. Basically, she's just gonna keep getting all these roles and stuff. I'm sure she's gonna keep working with A24 and stuff like that, as well as obviously going super mainstream with being in the MCU, because we know already that she's in Black Widow, and then we know after that she's gonna be in Hawkeye, and then like TJ said, probably Black Widow 2 with her starring and stuff like that. So yeah, let's go to Emma Watson.
Okay. Yep.
Are you a big Harry Potter guy?
I like the movie. Yeah, I really like the movies. I've read the third book and the first one, I think.
Gotcha.
Emma Watson, man, she's so good in everything. Especially in
the Circle.
Harry Potter's Circle. Not a great movie. She's good in it.
Yeah.
I think, if I recall, that came out how many years ago? 3-4 years ago.
Who was that again? That was Emma Watson.
That was Emma Watson, John Boyega,
and Tom Hanks.
Tom Hanks you can't even say Tom Hanks is in that movie. He's in it for like 5 minutes. He's on the poster.
Yeah, I know.
But he's like not even in it.
Okay.
Because I think Karen Gillan, I believe, is also in that. She's in it for. She's also not in it for that much. But I've definitely mainly known Emma Watson from Harry Potter. It's so weird to watch like actresses grow up like right in front of your eyes, basically. Because me and Danielle rewatched all these last year, I think probably like August or something. And it's just so weird to like see like where they started to like where they are now. Yeah. I feel like she like took a break. Am I wrong on that? Like from acting? Because I feel like there was like a gap where I didn't see her for much, and then she kind of
like Little Women, because she went to college for a while.
Oh, okay. Beauty and the Beast. Duh.
And then she came back when she graduated college. Then she did Beauty and the Beast. Then she came back again, and then she did Little Women. And then just like a few weeks ago, remember there was that big, huge blow up with her on Twitter, where everybody was like, Emma Watson is retiring from acting. What the hell's happening?
And she's like, no, I'm not.
And she was like, no, I'm not. I literally just said I'm taking like a little bit of time off to live my life, like, and then I'll be back. Bye. Like, thanks for the love, but stop freaking out. I'm not quitting my career. So yeah, I think just fantastic. And then again, like we said, she just has a lesser role in Little Women as Meg, but she gives a fantastic performance with what she's given. And she's, she kind of plays the older sister, the kind of one that's a little bit detached from the other ones, because she kind of has her. She's kind of, well, the other ones are. I
wouldn't even say she's detached. I would say that's Eliza Scanley's character.
Beth?
Yeah.
Well, I don't mean detached like from like reality or anything. I just mean she's kind of, while the other ones are growing up, Meg is ready to live an adult life. Right. Like that's what I mean. Like she's kind of on a different playing field.
I've never seen Perks Being a Wallflower. Have you seen? I think Danielle.
I have not. I also haven't seen The Bling Ring.
What is that?
That's the one where like there's like a house party and like she tries to steal like jewelry or something.
Oh, I've heard of it.
Yeah, I don't know.
Sofia Coppola directed it.
Oh wow, yeah, Sofia Coppola. She's a woman in Hollywood. I don't know. I just don't.
National Women's Day. Sean.
I don't care about International Women's Day, and it was yesterday. Okay. No, but Sofia Coppola, she's a terrible actress. I will say that right off the bat.
I will say again, I've never finished Godfather 3, so I've never seen her in that movie. I don't know what anybody's talking about.
Should have been Winona Ryder. Terrible decision. I'm sorry. She's just a really, really bad actress.
She just directed that movie with Bill Murray and oh my God, I always forget her name. Karen in The Office.
Oh yeah.
What's her? Oh my gosh.
Rashida Jones.
Yeah. Jesus Christ. Which I've heard is good. So I think she's taking more of like a directing approach.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
But I've heard her films that she's directed are good.
I think she did. I might be totally wrong on this. I think she did Girl Interrupted with Angelina Jolie. Like that was good. Like I like that movie. That's a very dark movie, very powerful.
Oh, Lost in Translation.
Yeah.
Virgin Suicides.
Yeah. Like I don't know. I think she's good. I just think she kind of has a lot of hits and misses for me.
Yeah.
For me. So let's talk real quick. Let's go through some rapid fire. Okay. We can't deep dive to all these because we got to wrap up the show in a little bit. But Jamie Lee Curtis. Still rocking it.
Yep.
Forever.
Still rocking it.
Fantastic.
Natalie Portman. Fantastic.
Yeah.
A lot of movies. Star Wars. She's great. No matter what, they're acting what they're given. So it's like George, could maybe improve his directing.
Faster, more intense.
Yeah. Have you ever seen Vox Lux? This is that night.
Is that the diaper one? Oh no, that's
one. Lucy. That's
in the Sky. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the pop star one.
Vox Lux is very she chose an accent, but she's still good in it.
Talking about choosing accents, you ever seen Jackie?
No.
That's a great performance. Weird choice on the voice. She goes very mousy. She plays Jackie Kennedy.
Oh, right. Oh, that came out like last year or 2 years ago.
No, that was like 5 years ago.
No.
Jackie? Oh, no, you're right. Maybe 2018.
I remember seeing the poster.
I think.
Because it's like she's dressed
Somebody
in red,
got nominated as like a priest in that movie.
Jackie came out in
2018, something like that.
16, sorry.
Oh, 2016. Who was the priest in that? Because the priest got nominated.
The priest was John Hurt.
Yes, that's who it was. And then he died a little bit after that.
Oh.
Rest in peace.
Right.
Another doctor.
Annihilation?
Yeah, I mean, I'll just say Natalie Portman is just like one of the most consistently great actresses working.
And obviously everything she's done for women. Like she wore that last Oscars, she wore like that dress with all the names of was it like the women that weren't nominated or something like that?
Yeah, it's something like that. And then somebody
she has
tried
like a producing company.
And then somebody tried to come after her and was like, "Oh, but like your producing company like
has
a green
little."
And it's like, okay, but there's a big difference between the ground level decisions. Like she just, she doesn't run the day to day. She's an actress. She has a job. So people were, and then she, I think even, if I could say, clapped back at that too. She was like, listen, do you know how hard it is to be an advocate and still get denied and stuff? And like when you're up there trying to get these more opportunities and you're still being denied it when you're Natalie freaking Portman. You know what I mean?
V for Vendetta.
Oh yeah. I mean,
and I haven't seen
Vendetta.
I want to watch Black Swan. I've never seen it.
Yeah.
I've heard it's really good.
Pretty good.
I don't know if that's true. But,
yeah. I mean, then you go to what's it called? Young Natalie Portman, The Professional.
The Professional,
Leon.
right? Yeah.
Like, oh my God, what a crazy performance that was! Like, she's so good in that, and she's like 14 or 12 or something like that. I think she's like 14 or 12.
She's in Heat. I don't remember her being in Heat. Heat, Al Pacino, Robert De Niro, Val Kilmer, John Voight. Who is she in Heat? I don't even see her on here. Huh. Well, damn, I didn't know she was in that. She is Lauren Gustafson.
Well, there you go. All right, let's Ana de Armas. Blade Runner 2049, one of my favorite films of all time. So good in that. Knives Out. She's amazing in that movie.
Was she just in that I can like recall?
Ana de Armas?
Yeah.
She was in a relationship.
No,
with Ben
not
Affleck.
the Ben Affleck thing. By the way, there was a commercial that popped up with her for a fragrance the other day, and I literally thought Ben Affleck was in the commercial with her. I was like, oh, that's really awkward.
Really?
Wasn't she in? Oh, no, War Dogs. That's what it was, with Jonah Hill
and Miles Teller.
Yeah, that's what.
I've been meaning to watch that. That's on Netflix. That's on like the Netflix like trending top 10.
It is on something and it's off. And
I don't trust that top 10 list. I think studios pay them to promote movies. Why would War Dogs be on there for like a month? All right, Margot Robbie. Take it away.
Wolf of
there
Wall
she is,
Street.
Right
Birds of Prey, which I wasn't the biggest fan of, but she's still really she's
will
very
say
good
this,
at embodying.
I have never
character.
cried over a breakfast sandwich falling before I watched her performance
in Birds of Prey.
When the
you saw I, Tonya. I've never seen that.
Oh my gosh, yeah. If you want to talk about chemistry, you want to talk about a good pairing, and you want to talk about the MCU, her and Sebastian Stan in that film are, oh my God, you're like, why are you two even remotely in the same home, city, state, country, universe as each other? You like, it is the most toxic.
Oh,
like
I thought you were making that sound to be good.
No, I mean the characters.
Oh, okay.
Like it is like the most, and it's the performances too. It's like because it's such a simple movie. Otherwise, it's so trimmed down and stuff. It's like her, but then you go back to another woman that we could talk about, Allison Janney, fantastic actress. She's obviously been in TV and a crap ton of movies and stuff. But Allison Janney plays her mother in that. And Jesus Christ, the chemistry that the two of them have is incredible, and some of the scenes that they have is like so hard to watch. Especially the one with the knife. If anybody's watching that has seen I, Tonya, the scene with her and her mom and the knife is ridiculous. And Allison Janney just plays it so coldly. like only Alice and Janney can. It's just so good.
Danielle points out we didn't mention Lucille Ball, of course.
Oh yeah.
Which I haven't watched. Like I Love Lucy, but I know she's been. Obviously, she was like Paramount and everything, like TV and everything like that.
Lucille Ball, a member of my family, which is weird. Yeah. I forget that. All the time.
Are you being serious?
Yeah.
Oh, I couldn't tell.
Yeah. She's literally my dad's. She's either my dad's aunt or my dad's great aunt.
Oh, really?
I can never remember what it is.
See, now that's different than like, oh, she's like my dad's fifth cousin.
No, like literally, like my dad's. I'm pretty sure my dad's mom's name was Mary Ball.
Oh, wow.
Like it's like very close because she like they're like my dad's side of the family is from gosh, I can't even remember the name of the town, but the town right near us that has the Lucy statue and stuff, where she's from.
Wait, what? There's a Lucy statue?
Bro. Yes.
I didn't know that.
But yeah, like they're from, I can't even remember the name of it, but like they're from there. Like it's like a very close relation. Like it's definitely not like my second removed,
I didn't even know
whatever, blah, blah, blah. I forget it sometimes, but it's like, but yeah, it's pretty cool.
Wow.
Like it's surreal kind of knowing that I am on some level blood related to like somebody who was like influential, but like influential to like something like WandaVision. Like you know what I mean? Like when their dad opened the case and like I Love Lucy was right there. I was like, oh yeah, there you go. I was like, good for you. Like, but also, her influence on the industry, what she did to break open doors for women in the industry, in comedy especially, it's just fantastic.
Oh, I forgot about Bombshell. Margot Robbie, Bombshell.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
She's got a gazillion things
Kate
lined
McKinnon
up too. Kate McKinnon,
pretty good.
Yep, very good.
Let's talk. Let's knock out real quick. Karen Gillan, fantastic performer, another Doctor Who person.
Very good in Doctor Who.
Yes, thank you. My mother just Facebook messaged me. She is my father's great aunt, Jamestown, New York. That's what it is. The Lucy statue is in Jamestown.
Apparently Danielle has told me that, and I just don't remember. But what are you gonna do?
It was a big thing with the statue because they made it first, and it was like super ugly. Like it was one of those bad art things that you see all the time. Like the
Ronaldo
picture.
had one in Portugal.
Exactly like that. The face was all scrunchy and stuff. And then they did a different one, and it was much, much better. But yeah, so my dad's great aunt from Jamestown, New York. Yeah, Karen Gillan, fantastic. Nebula, little bit character, supposed to die after like 10 minutes of screen time in the first Guardians.
Oh, was she really?
James Gunn's talked about it. He's like, he just loved her as a performer so much. He was like, you know what? Let's actually keep the character around and stuff. And then obviously a huge role in Guardians 2. And then a pretty good role in Infinity War. And then one of like the 6 leads of Endgame. Like that was pretty crazy.
Thor as well. She's going to be in.
Yeah, exactly. And then also Guardians 3. Like
Guardians 3, yep.
It's been what, like 7 years, and she's been in 7 films as Nebula.
Yep, see, there she is in the circle, Annie. Oh, she was in Jumanji, duh.
Oh yeah, and also and Jumanji and stuff like that, and Doctor Who, one of my favorite companions of all time. Also, first episode, the 11th hour. Talking a lot about check it out, guys. Season 6,
something like that.
Season 6, episode 1.
Season 6 of a It's not a reboot.
Just look up new. just go to HBO Max and go to the Doctor Who thing. I think it's season 6, episode 1, the 11th hour. Fantastic. And then go back and watch all of David Tennant.
Both of them like popped off except for the guy who played Rory. I feel like he like.
You are wrong.
Oh really?
And hopefully you'll get there eventually because Arthur Darvill is the main character of Legends of Tomorrow.
Oh.
Well.
Okay.
For the first few seasons, but yeah, he's doing a bunch of stuff too. He does like indie movies and stuff.
I feel like the only one the 2 I've heard of was Matt Smith.
But like all 3 of them, that was like the same year. Like the first Guardians when Legends started, and then Terminator Jenny Smith. Mm-hmm. That was like they all 3 of them landed that as soon as they left Doctor Who. So it was like. It's pretty cool that all of them got that. I mean, David Tennant, obviously, he's a big name and stuff, too. He's getting a lot more work now. But, like, Matt Smith definitely has popped off. Like, he's going to be in Morbius, that kind of stuff. Yeah. But, yeah. Karen Gillan, fantastic. I hope all the rumors and reporting and stuff is pretty heavy. I hope it's all true with her being the potential new lead for the Pirates franchise.
Oh, right.
I think that
I thought that was Margot Robbie.
Apparently, they are developing 2 separate films.
Oh, okay.
One with Karen Gillan, one with Margot Robbie. Zoe Saldana. Let's talk about her sister. Fantastic. Absolutely great. Gamora is one of the most developed characters in the MCU, and then obviously what happens
also in
Infinity
Avatar.
War. Avatar.
And then Star Trek, right?
Yep. And then the new Uhura in new. It's like 12 years old at this point, but you know what I mean. In the Calvin timeline universe, she is Lieutenant Uhura, which is great casting. Her and Chris Pine have amazing chemistry. Her and Chris Evans have amazing chemistry, and her and Chris Pratt have amazing chemistry. So we just need to get her in a movie with Chris Evans, and then she'll have completed the set. Let's go to. Is there anybody on your list that we haven't gotten to?
I just have Olivia Wilde as the last one on my list.
Yeah.
Obviously, unfortunately,
homewrecker herself. I'm just kidding.
Fortunately, recently divorced from. Actually, I don't. They were never married. Sorry, they were never married. Just recently broken up from Jason Sudeikis, unfortunately. But directed one of the best movies of 2019, Booksmart. Very, very, very amazing and funny coming of age film. I think it was directorial debut, right? I think she did. She's done shorts. She did a short.
That, yeah.
And then of course she's going to be directing Don't Worry Darling, starring Florence Pugh,
and Harry Styles.
Harry Styles. There's another few people in there too. Kiki Lane, Chris Pine, Nick Kroll, and then also the Spider-Woman movie.
My pick now, I mean, she's more famous now than ever after that song, but my pick is still Olivia Rodrigo for that. That's been my pick since day one. As soon as I saw High School Musical, the series, I was like, she would be excellent as Spider-Woman. Especially if they're going with a younger one. She'd be fantastic. I really.
And then of course she's in Tron Legacy, which I have still haven't seen, but
great.
Seen the first one.
Great performance in that. All right, let's see here. Let's knock off some Star Wars alum, shall we? Felicity Jones. What are your thoughts? Theory of Everything, Rogue One, bunch of other stuff.
I've only ever seen her in Rogue One, I think.
Really?
Like I haven't seen that one movie that came out with her and oh my lord. Eddie Redmayne.
Theory
it was like
of Everything?
No, it was a different one. Or maybe that wasn't her. It was like that balloon movie on Prime that came out. Do you remember that? It came out like in 2020.
Wait, no, that was her. Never mind.
That was her, right?
Yeah. Wait. Did my brain just break? I watched that movie. Please tell me the title because I'm about to lose my mind.
Is it The Midnight Sky? Is that it? Oh, The Aeronauts.
Yes, that's them again. Right?
I think so. Let me check. Yes, it is.
Okay, I did not make the connection that was the same pair.
I just remember seeing the poster.
No, I watched The Aeronauts. I really liked that.
Oh, yeah.
I did not think I was going to like it. She is fantastic in that. She's got this one really great scene where basically, and it's based on true events. You know, it's hyperbole and stuff like that for script and stuff for a movie.
Was it like the first people to go up in an air balloon or something?
It was like the highest. Like they went like crazy high, and they almost didn't make it. Like they had
wow.
Yeah, it was like it's a very good movie. If you can get past the CG, like the movie is clearly filmed just with a balloon sitting on a giant soundstage. I think that movie would have heavily benefited from the volume technology from Mando. It was a little too early for that though, because it's the whole movie is literally, it's clearly filmed. The stuff in the balloon is clearly filmed just on a green screen.
Now she's also going to be, I don't know if this is what I think it is. She's going to be in Borderland, which I'm not sure if that just happens to have the same name as the video game or if that is the adaptation.
No, I think the video game one is Borderlands.
Oh, Borderlands. Yeah. Okay.
Which apparently that's like really like that's like starting to film next like month.
That game I just never. I tried to get into it and I just didn't like how it was set up.
Same.
It was weird.
Couldn't wrap my head around it.
Yeah.
All right. So who next? Let's pick a good one. Oh, you want to go with? I'll let you take that one. Top?
No.
What do you know?
I don't know. I've kind of fallen off the bandwagon.
Whoa. Okay.
But we're gonna talk about Brie Larson anyway.
Yeah. So I will say, I'll say. I am so happy that she's Carol Danvers. I really like Captain Marvel and stuff like that. But go, Brie, knock out some Oscar bait again. I feel like it's been a minute since she's really like. Right?
Room was 2015.
That was 6 years ago.
Okay. Well,
that was like that was such a long time ago.
Just Mercy she was in. I didn't see that. Did you watch that?
The Beach Boys movie?
No, Just Mercy, the one with Michael B. Jordan and Jamie Foxx.
What is
the lawyer and?
No, I know. I'm just thinking. What is the
Short Term 12?
I haven't watched that. What am I thinking of?
Spectacular Now.
No. Stop. The Beach Boys movie. My mind was stuck on that.
I know what you're talking.
That was like something else. Mercy. Sorry, yeah, but Just Mercy. You know what? You're right. Actually, Just Mercy. She was very good in that. But like, I mean, like a performance like Room. Like, I just feel like she hasn't been doing as much lately.
Right. Yeah.
Which I mean, Love and Mercy. That's the Beach Boys one.
So last thing.
So Just Mercy was really good.
Yeah. So Just Mercy, Between Two Ferns, and next thing she's supposed to be in is Captain Marvel 2.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
that's
she's
like
slowing
a
down
year
a
or
little.
two gap.
Yeah. And even in Just Mercy, she didn't have like a major role.
Right.
Like she played like the Michael B. Jordan's like partner.
Oh, okay.
But obviously Michael B. Jordan was like the main character. But yeah, great. I mean, Room. Her and Jacob Tremblay obviously are fantastic. Everything in the second half of that movie when it kind of switches is really
Scott Pilgrim.
hard to watch. Yeah, her and Scott Pilgrim, fantastic. Yeah, Brie Larson, great actress. Back to Star Wars. Let's talk about Rosario Dawson. Fantastic. I'm excited to see more of her Ahsoka.
Mm-hmm.
She was really good in Mando. Fantastic in that.
Lego Batman?
She looks great as a character. Lego Batman. Absolutely.
Wow, she has 117 credits. What the hell?
She's been working for a long time. I was watching Rent a couple weeks ago, and like she's in that, like belting it out and stuff. Zombieland 2.
I hadn't seen that.
Men in Black 2, right?
Men in Black 2?
Get the she spoiler alert for Men in Black 2, she is the light. She doesn't have the light.
I don't
she
even
is
remember
the light.
Men in Black 2.
They had to find the light.
Right.
It was her. They thought it was an object, but it was her. Sorry to spoil the biggest part of that movie, but I mean, I don't care.
Well, let's be honest. After the first one, it kind of goes downhill.
I'll root for Men in Black 3 though, because that did something different, and it was enjoyable. And Josh Brolin was really good because Tommy Lee Jones was mentally checked out, and they saw that and they pivoted. So I will give them.
Then they said, and then the fourth one said, "Hold my beer." Third one.
I literally, when you just said that, I went, "There is no fourth one." So let's talk about Tessa Thompson.
Tessa Thompson. What have I seen? I've seen her in obviously Thor.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously
Endgame.
Men in Black 4,
Yeah.
Endgame. Creed.
Yeah.
Annihilation.
Mm-hmm.
Oh damn, I've seen
Annihilation's a great film. If you want a film, like if you're talking women in film, watch Annihilation.
Oh yeah.
I mean, apart from Oscar Isaac, who, by the way, happy birthday.
Yeah.
Oscar Isaac.
How is he that old?
I don't know. How the fact that like Chadwick Boseman, Oscar Isaac, and Pedro Pascal are all as old as they are,
right.
Or Chadwick as when he passed, like the fact that they were all that. Also, Anthony Mackie is 42.
Really?
How is Anthony Mackie 42 years old? Sebastian
know.
Stan is 38. These people, these Marvel Magic people, man, they're skin smoothing or something, because they're making these people look young. Yeah, so Tessa Thompson, fantastic in Creed.
Sorry to bother you.
All that stuff.
Did you see Sorry to Bother You?
I did see Sorry to Bother You.
It was good, and then I mean the movie's good, except the ending is just like off the rails.
It just goes real crazy.
Yeah.
Let's talk about. Actually, you know what? Let's cap off Star Wars real quick. We'll just knock them all out. Carrie Fisher. I don't even know what to say. Legend.
I've seen her in Star Wars. I've actually only seen her in the other thing is When Harry Met Sally.
Oh, I was just gonna say, have you seen that? Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, those are obviously those two are her biggest roles that she's known for. But that being said, she was in a ton of other stuff. She was in, was it either The Burbs or Money Pit with Tom Hanks?
Oh, I've seen. No, Money Pit was the girl
so it
from
was The
Cheers.
Burbs. Oh yeah, that was Shelley Long. So
Shelley Long.
she was in The Burbs, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. She was great in that. Great chemistry with Tom Hanks and stuff. Yeah, she was just so funny. You know what I mean? Just so funny. Cameo in Austin Powers 2 or 3, I think. Just very, very funny. This is the scene where Dr. Evil and Scott. You ever seen Austin Powers?
I've only seen the first.
Well, you know Dr. Evil and his son Scott,
right?
Seth Green. They're in therapy. They're in like father-son therapy.
Yeah.
And Carrie Fisher plays like the therapist, like it's group therapy.
Mm-hmm.
And she goes, she goes, now Scott, what is the issue with your father? He goes, he's always talking about, he'd like take over the world for me and stuff. But like he's always trying to like push all this on me, like I don't want to take over the world and stuff. And Carrie Fisher goes, she like looks at the rest of the group and goes, listen to the words he's using. The world. It feels like that sometimes, doesn't it? And it's just so funny, like just like a quick scene. But yeah, she's so funny in that. Like that's one of the best cameos in those movies is Carrie Fisher. And then let's talk about Daisy Ridley. Star obviously of the hit film Chaos Walking, that she filmed.
I don't think I've seen her in anything other than Star Wars. Oh no, she was in Murder on the Orient Express.
Oh yeah, she was great in Murder on She was great in Murder on the Orient Express. Say what you will about what happened with her character, but she is fantastic in Star Wars.
Yeah. Oh no. All
that's the one thing about the sequels. Say what you will about the writing with the sequels, but the actors made it all work. You know what I mean? The actors were not the issue, especially Daisy and Adam were not the issues. They were both so good in those. I'm just really hoping that we see her in more things. I mean, Chaos Walking was filmed like 5 years ago, so I don't even count that. I just want to get her in more things, and I know that she has other things coming up and stuff. I just hope that she gets another big action franchise. Hell, if it's not Olivia Rodrigo for Spider-Woman, I think Daisy Ridley would be a great choice. Yeah. If you go a little bit older, like Olivia Rodrigo, I'd say would be like a 17-year-old Spider-Woman. If you wanted like a 23, like that, like that kind of age, I think Daisy Ridley would be perfect for that. Who else? Let's see. Oh yeah. You want to talk about Fern? Frances.
Oh. Yeah, Frances McDormand. I mean, what can you? I mean, another person. I just haven't seen them. I've seen 3 Billboards, which again, she's amazing in that. Obviously, Nomadland, which we reviewed 2 weeks ago or something like that. Amazing in that. Fargo.
Yeah.
I get those mixed up sometimes. Mm-hmm. Amazing in that film. I feel like I said, like
anything that she's done with the
anything that she's literally anything that she's in, like she's literally nominated for every single movie she's ever in. Like
one of my favorite things with her is a Coen Brothers movie that I don't think she was nominated for because it was much more of a comedy than like any trying to go for any kind of drama. But Burn After Reading with her.
Burn After Reading,
Did you try to watch it? You couldn't.
No, I watched it.
You did watch it. You didn't think it was funny? Yeah. Oh, I think it's so funny. I think it's so like irreverent and just
I liked Brad Pitt was funny and
like John Malkovich in that when he's like in the boat and he's working out. He goes, "You fuckers, I'm back. I'm back. I'm back." Like,
Mississippi Burning. I watched that in high school.
Oh yeah.
Good in that, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Have you seen Moonrise Kingdom? She's in that.
Oh yeah. Oh my god.
She's in Transformers: Dark of the Moon.
What?
That's what it says.
That's
she plays
no, but yeah, Moonrise Kingdom is one of my favorite Wes Anderson films.
Isle of Dogs.
The last time Bruce Willis has really tried was Moonrise Kingdom, and he had about 10 minutes of screen time. Wait, what? We're Carrie's mother. Yeah, that's true. Carrie Fisher's mother and daughter. I'm sorry, we've kind of looked away from the chat just to kind of get through these. Wait, what are they saying? They're saying that they were refused to talk about Whoopi. They want us to talk about Whoopi Goldberg.
I'm sorry. Jeez. Sister Act movies are amazing, according to Michelle. I've never seen them.
Oh, yeah.
I know they're making a third one.
Sister Act 2, Back in the Habit.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, Maggie Smith, too. Maggie Smith, fantastic actress. McGonagall, the Sister Act movies, a bunch of other stuff. She's just very, very good. Sorry, we're just catching up on here. Yes, and then Carrie's mother and daughter. So Debbie Reynolds, obviously, Singing in the Rain, Halloween Town, bunch of other stuff in between there. But fantastic performer. Such a sad way to go that, her and her daughter both passed, like, basically clearly as a result of, like, she basically died. It's kind of sad to say, because what did Padme die of? She lost the will to live. She died of a broken heart. And that's Carrie Fisher's mom in Star Wars. And literally Debbie Reynolds died because she, like, couldn't deal with the grief of losing her daughter, which is really kind of...
That's sad.
Yeah, it's sad. But it's just weird that it's, like, it's mirrored there. Like, it's like poetry, it rhymes. And then her daughter, obviously, again with Star Wars, with Leia, in fact. Billie Lourd playing Leia in the flashbacks in Rise of Skywalker was one of the coolest things in that movie for me.
Yeah.
And I think that with the combination of Billie Lourd playing her plus the CGI looked 1,000 times better than Rogue One Leia. So I would prefer to just not, but if you ever need to bring that character back at that age or anything, or want to do something like that, I think you could even just have Billie Lourd play her and minimal CGI, if any, really, because she looks enough like her. And she's talented enough that, I think she could pull it off. Yeah. So she's very, very good. Why is everybody talking about Whoopi Goldberg?
Sorry.
I've
been on IMDb the entire time.
Whoopi Goldberg's fantastic. Molly, you're in danger, girl. Like, Ghost, fantastic movie. Everything. She's good in everything she does. She's great in Star Trek. Whoopi Goldberg, Star Trek: The Next Generation. Fantastic. I hope Whoopi comes back on Picard. Patrick Stewart was on The View, like, before COVID and was like, Whoopi, do you want to come back? And she was like, of course. And he was like, well, we'll see what we can do. So I'm hoping for that, because that was her and Patrick Stewart's scenes together. She played like a waitress or like the bartender kind of on the Enterprise in Star Trek: The Next Generation. Either that, I might be getting it mixed up in my head, so don't bash me in the comments if anybody's watching this. Either that or just that was where they met, but all their scenes were like in like the bar, like area, cafeteria area. Just their chemistry, like their talks that they would have is just some of the best Star Trek stuff I've ever seen. Because Whoopi Goldberg, she can really act. Like, she's really good. She just doesn't really want to do a lot of it anymore, but she still pops in here and there. And like we said, with Disney Plus, she's hopping on for Sister Act 3. So, I'm pretty excited for that. So let's see. There's just a few more here. Yeah, just a very few more. Did we talk about Amy Adams?
No.
Yeah, Amy Adams, very, very good. Arrival, fantastic. Lois Lane, fantastic. We'll be talking about her as Lois
American
Lane
Hustle, which I haven't seen, but The Master, very good in that.
Is that the one with Joaquin Phoenix?
Yes, Joaquin Phoenix and really?
Never seen it.
It's a PTA movie. Doubt, which I haven't seen, but she's good.
Great in that.
Meryl,
we got to talk about Meryl.
Meryl,
what can you even say? Meryl Streep. I will just say, if you check out the thumbnail, there's a wonderful, playful image of Donna Sheridan, striking some kind of pose on the thumbnail, of this video. Yeah, she's great.
Aunt March.
Sorry. Post? Exactly. Mm-hmm.
Mary Poppins Returns. I don't even remember her.
Topsy Turvy, bro. She played Mary Poppins' cousin, Topsy Turvy. Remember when she's like, she just sings that one song and then she's out.
Gotcha.
But yeah, Meryl Streep.
The Prom.
What do you even say?
I'm just kidding.
What do you even say about Meryl Streep? Kramer versus Kramer.
Julie, you like Julie and Julia.
Out of Africa, Julie and Julia.
That's for both of them.
That's for both of them.
Fantastic Mr. Fox. What else? She's in so many things.
So good. Sorry. Rachel McAdams just popped in my head. Rachel McAdams is one of the most underrated and underutilized actresses working right now. Like, she is so good. Mm-hmm. I'm so glad that she is coming back in Doctor Strange 2.
Mean Girls?
Yeah, absolutely. Are you kidding me? One of the best villains of all time. And that is how Regina George died. No, but
True
really.
Detective Season 2? She's not bad in it.
Take it or leave it.
Season's bad.
Yeah. No, but yeah, I'm so glad that she's coming back in Doctor Strange 2. I'm glad that even though Wanda is in that film, it's going to remain a Stephen Strange-centered movie. Because I don't doubt Marvel. Civil War was still a Steve Rogers film. It was just everything was happening around him. So I'm glad that she's back because I loved their chemistry in the first Doctor Strange film, Dormammu. And so.
Oh, so Danielle said that they're talking about Whoopi because she has 300 acting credits, the most of any actress of all time.
Wow,
that's crazy. 300.
That's nuts.
Did you see her thing today on
yes, I did.
The View?
Yeah, she went okay. That was very funny. All right, let's hit out. I got 3 more, and then I think we're good to close out. Unless chat has any more, we'll do these three more. We'll hop back over to chat, see if they have anything that we have to say. We might have already talked about this, and I might not have checked it off. I know we mentioned her, but Scarlett Johansson.
Yeah,
really though,
yeah.
Tree stuff, Ghost in the Shell stuff aside, Scarlett Johansson is one of the best actresses working today. Again, Marvel. Everybody's in a fucking Marvel movie. Yeah, she's just fantastic. Lucy
Jojo
was a bad
Rabbit,
movie, but she was
Story,
good. Yeah, Jojo Rabbit. Oh my
Isle
God.
of Dogs, Ghost in the Shell, Sing.
The last, similar to Florence Pugh, 2019 for Scarlett Johansson was was another level.
Jojo Rabbit, Marriage Story, Endgame, Captain Marvel. That was 2019.
When she turns around in Captain Marvel in that post-credit and doesn't know Carol's standing there, I teared up. No, I'm just kidding. Obviously, that was just post-credit scene, but she's great in that too. But it was only 5 minutes. That's actually the longest post-credit scene.
Really?
Yeah, the Captain Marvel, because it's like a full scene where they go around. It's got 6 Avengers in it. They're going around. Bruce is like, "No, we just turned it on. What's going on?" It's like 3 minutes long. Great post-credit scene, by the way. So Scarlett Johansson just fantastic. Check out her work. You can find it anywhere. Jojo Rabbit especially. Honestly, check out her 2019 lineup because that was some crazy shiz. Definitely, I would say first pick, Marriage Story. Watch Marriage Story. Yeah, that was one. That movie is one of my favorite movies of all time. That movie changed my life when I saw it. Okay, I got 2 more here. Emma Stone.
Emma Stone. I've
La La Land.
La La Land, of course.
There's another day of sun.
Spider-Man. How you may feel about the movie? She's still really good in it.
Yeah.
Sorry.
This is my impression of Emma Stone in Spider-Man. You ready?
Yeah. Oh wow, that's rough. Then you have to. The Favorite, of course. She's great in that. Her and Olivia Coleman are both really good in that.
Rachel Weisz too.
Rachel Weisz.
Fantastic. Again,
iCarly.
Yeah, she played a super fan on iCarly. She was in a couple episodes.
I Find Spencer Friends.
Yeah,
didn't know that. Zombieland, of course.
1 and 2.
Superbad, which
she's so good in Superbad. Easy A.
I haven't seen it.
I forget about some of her early work.
Easy A, yeah.
So
we have Zack and Cody.
Yeah. Crazy Stupid Love, right? Isn't that what it's called?
Yep.
Yeah, with Ryan Gosling again and Steve Carell. Very good movie. Very good. Emma Stone, great. Cruella coming up.
Yep.
We'll review that definitely, see how that is. And the last one I want to end on, one of my favorite actresses of all time that I've loved since I was a little kid, and that is the one, the only Sigourney Weaver. Fantastic. An icon. Honestly, yeah. If you say to me, and I'm saying this with one big asterisk, and that is I'm not a huge Terminator guy, so I'm not saying Sarah Connor. If you say to me who is the quintessential female action character or action star, it is Ellen Ripley without question. It is Ellen Ripley, and then by extension, it is Sigourney Weaver. I put Sigourney Weaver and Jamie Lee right in the same
I forget
category.
She's in Ghostbusters.
Yeah, exactly. Like Dana in Ghostbusters, Ellen Ripley, everything that she has done. And then, some of her more current work. Avatar. She's in all the Avatar sequels. And then everything in between. She's
Finding Dory, apparently she's done. I didn't know that.
Yeah, she plays Sigourney Weaver.
Yeah.
She plays the narrator of the aquarium. She goes,
okay.
what her first line in the movie is? Hi, I'm Sigourney Weaver. Well, it's just so funny. It's like super self-aware in the movie, but yeah, she's just fantastic. Anything she's in, I'm there for. She's just a fantastic actress. Oh yes, absolutely. Tilda Swinton.
I've seen Tilda Swinton in Doctor Strange.
All the Marvel stuff, yeah.
What have I seen Tilda Swinton in? I feel like there's something
You seen Snowpiercer? You seen Wes Anderson?
So Snowpiercer, yeah.
Wes Anderson.
Oh yeah, she's in Wes Anderson. Mm-hmm. She's in Suspiria, which I want to watch. I've seen the original. I haven't seen the remake.
New Dakota Johnson one, right?
Dakota Johnson, which it's not new. It came out like 2-3 years ago.
Yeah.
But I've heard that's really good. I love dogs. Doctor Strange. The other one that's come up a lot with most recently that a lot of the actresses.
Sorry, no, I just remembered. Somebody just said in chat she was in Trainwreck. She played Amy Schumer's boss.
Oh, okay.
Tilda Swinton, and I don't mean this in a bad way, but Tilda Swinton is known for dressing, androgynous, like she likes pantsuits and stuff. Like she's been compared to David Bowie and stuff like that. But she is definitely still like a woman. Like she's not anything like. I don't think she's a part of the LGBT community. I'm not sure though. I think it's just the way that she prefers to style herself. But she like played against type in Trainwreck, and she had like long hair, like makeup, like dresses and stuff, and she looked like beautiful in that. Like, I mean, she is a beautiful actress, obviously, but it was just funny. Like somebody just said that because it was so against type, and it was it was just so funny. And then, was she the one in We Need to Talk About Kevin? With Ezra Miller.
Yes.
Yeah, that was really good.
She's in Uncut Gems.
Tilda Swinton?
Yeah.
As what?
Anne Audley's auction manager.
Oh,
she's on the phone.
Yes.
Huh. I never know
that. Wow. Okay, okay, wow. Abigail Breslin? Oh yeah, but Chat's got a lot of stuff going on here. Abigail Breslin. Catherine Tate. Yep, more Doctor Who love.
I saw oh my god, I always forget her name.
Anna Kendrick?
No.
Oh yeah, really?
Hold on, I'll find it. Give me a second.
Good talk. I'm trying to look at all the posters and stuff and all the movies and see if I'm forgetting anyone like Zazie.
Linda Cardellini. I always forget Linda Cardellini. I always forget her name for some reason.
Oh my god. Yeah. Laura Barton in the MCU. Velma. Freaks and Geeks. Such great stuff. Love Linda Cardellini. Fantastic. Yeah, she's just really good. She just consistently is a great actress. Let's see, I'm just trying to look around. Oh, Gal Gadot.
Gal Gadot.
Yeah. Right. Very, very good. Huh. Annette Bening. Annette Bening.
You have to
like
jog my memory.
Captain, like Marvel from Captain Marvel.
Oh yeah.
A bunch of other stuff.
Right.
Yeah. You ever seen 20th Century Women? No. 20th Century Women with Greta Gerwig in them?
No.
A24? No. Very good. Annette Bening is so good in that. Yeah. Let's look at Birds of Prey. Mary Elizabeth Winstead. Right. Mm-hmm. Fantastic.
Zazie Beetz.
Ramona Flowers from Scott Pilgrim.
Mm-hmm. Zazie Beetz. Atlanta. Yeah. Deadpool.
Joker.
Yeah.
She's very good in Joker.
Is she in something else that I've seen?
You said Atlanta, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Aquaman. Nope, there's no female characters in that.
Right.
Nope.
No, there is.
There's not. There isn't. You'd think there would be. But there's not.
Weird.
Let's see. I'm trying to look at all these. I'm trying to look at all the posters so I don't miss anyone. Oh yes. Apes. Rise of the Planet of the Apes. Slumdog Millionaire. Frida Pinto, right? Yeah, she's really good. She was the breakout star, like the female star of Slumdog Millionaire, and then she was in Rise of the Planet of the Apes. Very, very good. Laura Dern.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, Laura Dern.
Laura Dern, very
Star Wars
all
again.
over Lynch's filmography. Of course, Twin Peaks: The Return, Blue Velvet, I think.
Mm-hmm. She in Mulholland Drive?
No, she's not in Mulholland. Marriage Story.
Oh my God, yeah. Oh, she's ruthless in Marriage Story. She is so good.
What is that one movie? It's something Empire.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't remember it.
Octavia Spencer. Regina King.
Ma, not great, but
yeah.
She
Don't make
was
me
good.
drink alone. That's all I can think of whenever I think of Ma. Regina King.
Regina King.
Yeah.
I still haven't
Sister
watched
Night?
One Night in Miami. Watchmen.
Oh yeah.
Fuck, she's so good in Watchmen.
Yeah, she's so good in Watchmen.
I think it's Inland Empire. That's something.
Ooh.
And Jurassic Park. Duh.
Me?
We didn't say that.
Oh, he's gonna kill me. Bryce Dallas Howard, Jurassic
Bryce
World.
Dallas Howard. Yep.
Very good. Mandalorian, another director as well. Ooh, what's it called?
What, in the movie?
No, man. She's like so famous. Yes, the entire cast of The Help. I'm trying to think of the other. Viola Davis. Oh my God, yes. Yeah, Viola Davis. So good. Yeah, basically the entire cast of The Help. Reese Witherspoon, yeah. Meg Ryan.
Jessica Chastain,
absolutely. Yeah, I mean, the list could go on and on. I mean, it's just so amazing. Meg Ryan, yeah, When Harry Met Sally. Trying to think of any.
Fannings.
Yep, Dakota and Elle Fanning, very good. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Anybody from Once Upon a Time in Hollywood we missed?
Anna
Kendrick.
No.
Wintour.
No, not Anna Wintour. She's not an actress.
I don't know.
Anna Taylor-Joy.
Anya Taylor-Joy. Yeah. Oh yeah. Maisie Williams.
Williams. Sophie Turner.
Yeah. Trying to think of Avengers Endgame. There's a lot of people in that. Gwyneth Paltrow. Oh yeah. Let me just think of the
Elizabeth Debicki.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think of that scene from Endgame where all the women are there.
Michelle Pfeiffer.
Her daughter in Ant-Man, who plays Hope. I met her in real life.
I know.
Evangeline Lilly.
Yeah.
Yeah, Evangeline Lilly. Brie Larson. Elizabeth Olsen. Gwyneth Paltrow. Karen Gillan.
And Tessa Thompson.
Zoe Saldana. Tessa Thompson.
I think that's it.
Oh, Pom Klementieff. Also met in person. Mantis.
Who's that? Oh,
yeah,
right.
Mantis in the Avengers films and the Guardians films. Is there any other females I'm missing from there? Oh yeah, bro, we're like messing it up big time. Kate Mara, Rooney Mara.
Oh.
Anna Paquin. Emilia Clarke.
Jodie
Sandra Bullock. Anne Hathaway.
Jodie Foster.
Julianne Moore.
Oh, fucking hell. Diane Keaton,
yeah. Oh my God. Oh, First Wives Club. Goldie Hawn.
Mia Farrow.
Yeah, this is just name as
We're
many women
naming
as possible.
now at this point.
Oh my gosh, it's driving me nuts. What's her name? She's in the First Wives Club, and she's in
First Wives Club. I don't know what that is.
And she's in Hocus Pocus.
Oh, I have the name. Do you want me to tell you?
Yeah.
Bette Midler.
Yes, thank you. Oh my gosh, it was killing me. Yeah, Bette Midler. Diane Weiss from I Care a Lot. Very good. Edward Scissorhands. Edward Scissorhands. Winona Ryder. Very good.
I always forget her name. Helena Bonham Carter.
Yeah. All right. I think that's a good place to wrap it up. There's a lot of women to be celebrated out there and stuff. So yeah, we list a lot of great movies and a lot of great performances. So go ahead, check it out. Check out some of the ones, some key ones. I would definitely say Wind River. Maybe not Midsummer. So Wind River, Little Women, I would say.
No, not Hereditary. Even though Toni Collette is fantastic.
Oh, Toni Collette
is fantastic in Hereditary.
Yeah, Toni Collette. Toni Collette's amazing in pretty much everything.
Yeah. Should have been nominated for
Alien.
Hereditary, but
Alien.
Yeah.
Watch Knives Out. There's some great ensemble like female movies out there that you can really appreciate a lot of people in. Avengers Endgame, honestly. that's a very inclusive film with pretty much like half of the people in it are female. I mean, for some of the movie, there's not as many females around just because they weren't alive. But yeah, so let's go ahead and wrap it up there. Again, our merch. I put it right on the microphone. Where am I? There we go. Our merch. We got mugs, T-shirts, stickers, hoodies, pillows, beach towels, blah blah. And we also had a little bit of a redesign on the merch store. There's a new header and everything, so that it matches the kind of new style of the YouTube page. So yeah, check out our merch, and then I'm gonna have this guy close us out. But thank you for joining us on Planetful Network. I'm your host. I was your host, Sean Monk.
And I'm TJ Cornwell. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, tweet us, Instagram us. I don't know what that means. And catch us on Saturday. I think we have to pre-record. So we're going to record Saturday morning, and then it'll be live 8 p.m. On Saturday for our Mando Season 2 review with our guest. Can I say who the guest is or no?
Yeah, you say the first name.
With our special guest, Chris. Excited to have him on the program. But yeah, we'll catch you in the next one. And don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.
Bang.